goodness. We are... Oh, we're close to the end. We are so close. All we have left to do now is get through Victory Road and fight Cynthia. And a couple other nerds in the way, but honestly, Cynthia's the big one, right? We have to get through, and we have to fight Cynthia. And whatever happens to be between us and Cynthia. Oh! Easy game. Oh my gosh. We can do this. I believe in us. Now, we have a couple levels, you'll notice, right off the bat. I've done a bit of grinding. Not too much, but enough that we're not going to get splattered across the landscape. Because let's be honest, we were going to be splattered across the landscape anyways. So, we need to mitigate the splatter, right? This is more so... don't think of it as leveling up to fight. Think of it as just making a splash guard for the audience. Oh, we're in danger. We're in so much danger. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to do great. We're going to do great. I just want to finish up this one level on Dante, then we will go get our supplies for the end. Everything we need to set up the final battle, the final glory, all of our hopes and dreams. Dante, eat this Machoke. Just eat it. Just go ahead. Good job. I think we need one more fight for that to level. That's fine. So then we're going to go back to... We're going to go back to the city and buy stuff. Because we do have a bunch of money. Then we'll return into Victory Road. And I'll show you where we are level-wise. Because, well, like I said, we've done a little bit. We've done not much, but we've done a little. We have Dante is about to hit 60. And I have Hope, Wishly, Sashimi, Crime, Slappy, and Gandhi at 60. The goal is that these guys can start getting close to 62. That's the dreams. Mostly Mei, because Mei and Vite Verde are the two friends that we have that can actually kill Garchomp. Mei and Vite Verde can kill Garchomp. Either of them. And I think that Mei might be our MVP against Cynthia. Now, okay. I will tell you guys this right now. The biggest and most important thing you can do in a nuzlocke is research. Is know your opponents, is know what you're getting into, and be able to take proper precautions. I have done none of this. I don't even know what elements the Elite Four are. And actually, I wouldn't mind if someone looked that up for me. But I don't even know what elements the Elite Four are, other than... Oh, actually, that's a good move. Other than I think there's a fire one because we met him. Nasty Plot is actually very good, but I don't think I'm going to take it. Because this is not a no-mart, so we can get a... We can actually use just X special attack for the same effect as Nasty Plot. But you normally wouldn't do that, obviously. Belmont goes in. Belmont here. Okay, good. Actually, Belmont can go up top. So, we have Hope for strength. We have Hope with a Bulldoze and Stone Edge, so Hope actually has a lot of range now. He can hit, super effective ground, super effective stone, super effective dragon against Garchomp, and dynamic punch is a really strong hit. So, Hope is a powerhouse. Wishly still has the same set. The Flash Cannon for Steel and Zen Headbutt for a physical psychic attack, U-turn to get out of there, and Wished as a healer. Wishly is going to be using Wish to heal a good amount, I'm sure. Sashimi has Waterfall, Crunch, and Dragon Dance, which is a great core, and I swore that I would use Splash against the Elite Four if I made it. Sashimi has made it, and Sashimi is going to splash the Elite Four. This is a promise that I made to you guys, and I kept it. Crime is... I also gave Bulldoze to Crime, just because Earth-type coverage is very powerful. Oh yeah, and Aqua Tail upgraded to Waterfall, because Waterfall is a lot more of a reliable move. Aqua Tail has a 90 power and 90 accuracy, but that 90 accuracy means that you miss like a 1 out of 3 attacks, and that's how math works. Bug, ground, psychic, fire. Oh, okay, bug, ground, psychic, and not fire. Got it. Got it. You'll have to remind me of that later when we get there. Slappy. Slappy still is monotype. Slappy only has electric attacks, and that's not great. That's genuinely not good. But they're all really good attacks, okay? They're all super good attacks. Discharge does a ton of damage. Volt Switch is a free swap, and Nuzzle is a guaranteed paralyze. So even though there are 3 lightning attacks, they're all distinct attacks, if that makes sense. Medicham? Drain Punch hits it's sustained, it's reliable, it's great. Psybeam is terrible. I hate Psybeam. I wish I had a better Psychic Stab. I wish I had Zen Headbutt on Medicham, but we don't. We don't. High Jump Kick is the heavy hitter here, but if we miss, we hurt ourselves, and I don't know if we can afford that. Dante's rocking out the Flamethrower and the Shadow Ball. Thunderfang exists mostly for a what's it? The big guy, for a sashimi, for a Gyarados. And then Foul Play we kept, even though we are a special attacker. Foul Play is a physical attack that uses your opponent's special attack against them, which could be useful because we can't get Dark Pulse. If we had Dark Pulse, we'd swap it out in a moment, but we can't, so we don't. And yes, our way of dealing with Garchomps, that's going to be a huge problem. Raya is leveled up a bit. These 4 I want to get a little bit more levels on too before the finale. But of these 4, Haze is good for removing stat changes. Kadabra, honestly, this moveset is terrible, but it's a timid Kadabra, and we can't say no to that. Like, we can't just sit here and pretend that a timid Kadabra isn't, going to be an incredibly powerful contender. Gastrodon is just a good Pokemon in general. Solid defender, solid special attack. A couple more levels in it, and it'll be a really useful lad. And then who we have leveling up right now, we have Belmont, because Belmont is incredibly powerful. Belmont is actually absurdly strong, frankly. Belmont should be able to carry us through a lot of this match. I don't know if Paliap's going to actually make it into the final run, but Paliap has been with us so long, and they deserve the chance, right? They deserve the chance to get there. Mei, honestly, I think is going to be our first Garchomp killer. Mei, I think, is going to be the first Garchomp killer, because we have Brine, we have Ice Beam. Garchomp is 4 times weak to Ice Beam, which is huge. That's enough that you can just slaughter him. And Acid Armor gives us survivability, Tail Glow gives us a damage amp, and we can X defense to get more defense. Basically, I think Mei, if we set up correctly, is incredibly powerful. The problem with Mei is that they haven't been leveled up a lot, because their moves are very low numerically. Like, we only have 10 Brines and 10 Ice Beams. That's not a lot of attacks, so we don't use Mei again. It's hard to level up Mei, which is why I have him in here, and they have him a lucky egg so they get XP faster. We have Pudding! Honestly, I have one concern about Pudding. Only one. Just one single quiet concern. And that's that Garchomp eats it. But let's be honest here. With 137 defense and a solid HP pool, anything that isn't Garchomp is going to be really tough to is going to have a tough time dealing with Pudding. Pudding should be able to shut things down really well. Swords Dance for setup, and then Night Slash, Cross Poison, and Cross Scissor are all 3 of those are solid attacks. Vitae Verde is our other Garchomp killer. Vitae Verde resists the Earthquake, which is the biggest threat. The biggest threat is Earthquake. Earthquake alone is just absurdly powerful. But Vitae Verde has the Blizzard, which has potential, if we level up to 60, I think it's 60. I'm just going to 60. It has a potential to one-shot Garchomp. And if we get hit and survive, we can Ice Shard to get a guaranteed pre-hit in that hits like pretty hard. Hits pretty good. So these are my 2 answers to Garchomp. Is Mei's with the setup and Ice Beam, being set up with 2 Acid Armors so that we're at +4 defense. And Vitae Verde, hitting it with Blizzard, getting hit, surviving, and then hitting it with Ice Shard as a follow-up. If we can do those 2 things, we're good. Then lastly, I am trying to level up Ding. Ding was a little plate last time we saw him. Remember? He was just a tiny little serving platter. Now Ding is a giant dong. Wait. You know what? Don't clip that. So, Ding is now a large lad and has a phenomenal moveset. Confuse Ray, Light Screen, Reflect, Heavy Slam. We send out Ding, Ding sets up for us. Once Ding sets up, then all of our dreams have come true. We are defended, we are protected, have the enemy debuffed. We swap out Ding, and we move, and we are safe. Ding is a protector. Ding is our support. Ding is our... I'm not going to say tank per se, but kinda. But he needs the levels to make it, right? He needs the levels to justify it. So right now, we are going to go back in... Actually, no, we're going to leave. Oh, we're going to do the fight, apparently. Okay, that's fine. Hello, Golbat. You're about to get annihilated because you interrupted me while I'm trying to go back outside. Okay, let's obliterate this bat's mind. Just kind of cut its mind in half and toss it outside. Plenty of zombies would love to get it. Plenty of zombies would love that brain. We don't want it. Honestly, not that good of a brain. I've had better. Oh. Okay. But, like, we don't mind the encounters. I know I was popping a bunch of repels earlier, and... Real talk, that was because I felt like the content was lagging. I was spamming repels because I felt that we weren't moving forward and being effective on stuff. Which... meant that I had to go back and grind. Basically, the fact that I was using repels earlier made the stream better, and then I had to go back and spend the same amount of time grinding, so it would have been more effective just to hit up the battles on the way. But that's fine. Wait a minute, do we have... What was Spellmont's third move? Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, Shockwave. I could swap that out. Do I have another Shadow Ball? Let me just check here if I have any ghost types. If I have a ghost type or a dark, I don't have any dark special attacks, because otherwise I'd have given it to Dante. Shadow Claw, which is a good attack, but is not going to help us. Nope, we do not. That's fine. Alright, let us go buy some supplies. And by some supplies, I mean an absolute metric ton of supplies. And by a ton of supplies, I mean just all the supplies. Just give them to me. Give me the supplies. I need them. I need them so very much. We also have a Pokemon that we can capture. We actually have one Pokemon we can capture for the Nuzlocke rules, because we didn't capture anything after that last gym from the underground. So if we have something else we can get in there, we should be okay. For the bug gym, I think, honestly, that's going to be Dante's playground. Dante shouldn't have too much trouble. Well, no, Dante's going to be weak to bug as well. The bug is super effective against dark, now that I think about it. So we might have trouble there. Fire, is whatever. Fire is fire. It's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. The Psychic Gym, though. The Ground Gym is the same. We have all of our Garchomp counters work against a Bug Gym, right? Oh, we're getting 21 Hyper Potions. We don't need... Well, Hyper Potion will be fine. We don't need any more status stuff. But you know what I do need? And I hope I can buy it. I don't know if I can, actually. I need some Ether. Because I don't want someone running out of a high-value attack if in the middle of a combat, right? I've also heard... Okay, what are these? We want a couple of these as well. Because we are actually going to probably use these, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. There's a chance we actually set up with these. Because I mean, they're good, right? These are actually pretty useful. What does this do? I forget what it does, but we want one, at least. At least one. What does it do? Prevent stat reduction? Probably not great. But fine. X accuracy should be useless. In an ideal world, X accuracy is useless. But if our enemies drop, like, minimize, if we get an enemy that slams minimize against us, then we just go, well, I guess we lose from RNG. I guess we're just never going to overcome this enemy. And now we can say, nope, I'm slamming X accuracy. Heck you, heck your minimize, heck your cheaty stuff, and we don't have to worry about it. This is a new world for me. I don't understand these items. I don't how do items work? I don't understand items in general. They're confusing and scary. But right now we need ethers. Give me ethers. Give me an ether. Please. Pretty please? Maybe please. Do we need any attacks here? I don't think we actually... I think we set up all the attacks we were going to need last time. The only thing I can think of... You know, let me grab a Focus Blast, because maybe we'll do something funny with that. I don't think we can do anything with it. Can we not buy Ether? Can we not buy the PP recovery items? I think we should be able to. It feels like we should be able to, right? Because that's that junk. What are you? Do you have more junk? Those are junk. Heck. Can we not buy Ether? Really? Okay. That's the top. What does lemonade do? I'll probably be glad that I have it. Okay, I guess I can't buy ethers. Okay, that's not great. Oh, you can get it from a normal Pokemon? Oh, that'd be good. I thought this had everything a normal Pokemon had at the bottom floor. I thought the bottom floor was just a normal Pokemon, then you just had a whole bunch more. Well, that's fine. That's fine. We are going to go buy some Moo Milk, and we're going to go buy some Ether. Because we need it. Mostly for Maymay, because I want to set up Maymay. I want Maymay to just open up, Iron Defense, Special, and then, like, just live. I just want to live. I just don't want to die horribly. Is that really too much to ask? I just don't want to die horribly. Where's the... Where's the Moomar? Isn't there a... I thought there was a farm. I can't remember where it was, though. Is it here? It might be here. It might not be here, but I don't know. I'm going to check it. Because it might be here, and that's good enough reason for me to check it, right? Yes, this is the one I was thinking of. No, don't go inside. I need to go inside here. I don't know who sells it, though. But we'll grab the... We'll grab this first. Okay, apparently they won't sell it to me until I'm 18, and, well, we're a Pokemon protagonist, so they won't sell it to us. So we need to ask some adult to buy us some Ether. Excuse me, miss, would you buy me some... No? Okay. Ma'am, could you buy me some alcohol? I need to buy some, ethanol. No? Okay. Does anyone here sell Moo milk? I could go for a nice glass of milk. Really? Does nobody actually sell it? Okay. No, I guess no NPCs are selling it. Unless maybe they're in here. Lady, sell me... No. I have a theory about Pokemon eggs, by the way. Like, it's not that they don't know where they come from. It's that, let's be honest, if some 10-year-old came up to you and asked you where babies come from, you'd tell them, I don't know, go ask your mom, right? Like, that's a very reasonable response. My theory on Pokemon eggs is this really just is that simple. It really is as simple as nobody is willing to explain to a 10-year-old where Pokemon eggs come from. I don't... Yeah, have I told you that theory? Okay, I probably have when last time I was in this town. But, like, I guess I can't buy any Moo Moo milk. Hello, do you sell milk? Oh wait, that's the lady that used to tell you your nature. No, what natures were. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we're not getting any Moo Moo milk or ethers. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We just need to, what's up this? The resort area? I don't plan on doing all the post-game stuff. I plan on beating Cynthia. That's the goal for both today and for the stream in general. I might do some post-game content on stream at some point, but if I do, it'll be extra stuff on Twitch. It won't be a part of the actual series, or maybe I'll just do it on Discord. Oh, it was back... Okay, well, we'll get some later. We'll get some later. We don't need it right now. Probably, but, well, okay, I know where that is now that you mention it. Where are we going? This way? Yeah, this way. Excuse me. We've already done a bunch of these puzzles, so we can get right back up to where we were. Pa 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 pa. Harapapum, barapapa. Oh, wait, barapapa. Ah, yes, excellent. Okay. This is gonna be fine. We're just gonna speed run through Victory Road. Oh, it's a Medicham. Be a shame if something happened to its brain mind. Go, Belmont. Yep, there we go. That's the one. Bonk. Oh, wow, that didn't align. Oh, wow, I'm surprised I didn't kill it. And that's not going to be very effective, though. So we're okay. That was a crit. Oh my gosh, Belmont is even better than I thought. And I think a lot of Belmont. I know Belmont has Yawn, and that seems like a really weird thing. Like, this seems like a weird flex to have Yawn on a Chimecho, right? But there's a chance that that Yawn wins us the game. There is a legitimate, unironic chance that that Yawn ability there single-handedly saves everything. So I'm keeping it there to play to my outs. I'm keeping it there just on the off chance that it ends up being critical. It ends up being absolutely critical to everything. I should have topped off. You know what? I should give him the Shell Bell. We're fine. We're just going to Psychic the Rock. It has very low special defense. As long as it doesn't explosion us, we'll be okay. Aw, good job, Belmont. I'm proud of you. Belmont has... What is it? I need to get my items in order. Actually, no, I need to do that in this menu here first. So who needs the spooky plate? Who even has ghost attacks? I guess Dante does. The biggest important item here is the egg, because the egg is the XP boost. But also the other important item is the Shell Bell, which is the lifesteal. We're gonna do this for now, and I should have leftovers on somebody. I'm gonna give it to Vite. Okay. Ah! Ooh, oh. Enemies. Hello, enemies. How do you do? Another Medicham. Not a problem. Not a problem for us. I mean, we know we can't one-shot it, though, which is definitely unfortunate, but we can still try. But now we restore health after our attacks. Not a much, but it will add up. That will add up a lot over time. And does that do any damage? Oh, okay, that is the electric attack. Okay, cool. And it never misses. Are we attempting Elite Four? Absolutely, we are going directly to the Elite Four. I am not going to repel my way there, but because the rest of the week is I have a very, very busy week, friends. I don't know if you guys know this, but I am going to the Consumer Electronics Show. I am actually going to be doing a VTuber tech roundup, a news stream later this week. And as a result, I won't be around for things. Hello, Kadabra. So, I want to finish the game today. I'm just gonna Shockwave it. I should still 2-hit kill, maybe? And we resist Psychic, so... Okay, that didn't do much, but that's fine. That's fine. Oh, Future Sight. I don't think you're gonna live for that Future Sight spell to land. I'm gonna take you down beforehand. With the Dazzle! Get dazzled! I am so sparkly! Oh, it didn't kill. Oh, heck. This could hurt. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We gotta kill this thing, though, before that Future Sight attack comes in, because that could actually do a lot of damage. Okay, good. Good. Get a hit point off that. Yeah, the Shell Bell doesn't do a lot, but... with luck, it does enough. Oh, actually, that's a really good move for Mei. Hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? So, Aqua Ring restores HP every turn. I'm gonna swap out Acid Armor. Even though Acid Armor is a phenomenal move, I have an item that is Acid Armor, right? I just have the X Defense. So I don't actually need, in the context of a Nuzlocke, where items are allowed, I don't need Acid Armor. Because I can just... using a X Defense is the same effect as using Acid Armor. It's one turn to create a buff. It's one turn spent to create a +2 defense buff. And, well, guess what? Where is it? Oh. There we go. One turn to create a +2 defense buff we can do on an item. We don't need to waste a precious move slot. And Acid Armor, well, it is a phenomenal move for, for being tanky in a competitive sense, isn't actually going to help us any more than just using an item would. Whereas Aqua Ring, actually giving a long-term regen effect, if we're going to follow the plan. If the plan is we're going to stack defenses, if we're going to stack up and make Mei enormous, that actually is going to be worthwhile. Because that'll make us survivable. It'll make us less dying-ish. Okay, you die to one Psychic every time, right? There's no way you survive this? There's no conceivable way that you, a Machoke, survive that. Good. Okay. Yep, we have a bunch of people who are at 60 for the Elite Force, but we want to get more of them. We want more because I don't think we're going to do it on our first time. I don't know if we can do it on our first try. I don't know if I'm strong enough. I don't know if I'm strong enough to defeat the Elite Four on the first try. But we can beat it on the second try. There's no thing stopping us. There's nothing stopping us from doing it again. So we're going to use the Fight the Elite Four. But we want to have a B team ready. We want to have a team ready in case we need to have another team ready. And it's scary to think that, right? It's scary to think that we might get crushed. I'm making an already strong Pokemon grow even stronger. I'll need your help with this. Buddy, I've been grinding on this road for... Dragon Tamer. Ah, Gabite. Honestly, Gabite is not gonna last. Because we have Chimecho. And all of our hopes are stronger than all of your hopes. Get dazzled. Dunked. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, Andre. There's no way I could have won. It's true. Honestly, you're correct. I mean, that's a fair assessment. There's no way you could have won. You had one Gabite, and I had just... I had Belmont. Way too strong. Now how am I going to teach the most powerful dragon moves? Well, not my problem, buddy. Not my problem, buddy. That's your thing to deal with. Good luck with that. Do I bother? No, it's level 40. We should use shockwaves here. Pow, pow, pow! Oh, it didn't kill. Okay, apparently we should not have done that thing. Poison Fang, we're actually not bothered by that. Oh, we're bothered by it because it poisoned us. Toxic actually does less damage than regular poison on the first turn, and more damage on every other turn. So it's actually not as big a deal that we got the Toxic, because the round ends this turn. For a one-turn situation, it's actually better to get hit by Toxic than Poison. Now, if it's more than 3 turns, then you're better off being hit with, Poison than Toxic, because Toxic will very quickly become immeasurably powerful. But that's not the case here. There we go. Okay. What's down here? Oh, hello? Is there something else down here? Oh, that's a jump down. I don't want... Nope. No backtracks. We push forward. Push forward. Into glory. Onwards to glory in the grave. Hi. I can sense that your Pokemon have a lot of trust in you. You and your Pokemon. You seem to be aglow. That's because we've been using a lot of dazzling gleams. Here, I'll show you. Alright, Veteran Edgar, if that is a real, Hakama. Okay, Tentacruel Belmont can split. That's easy. We can Psychic that down. This should still one-shot, right? I know we wouldn't one-shot it with the... Oh, no. Okay. That's fairly tanky. Poison Jab. A little annoying, but that's fine. That's fine. Oh yeah, Belmont also levitates, and that actually is relevant against Cynthia and the entire ground gym. Because levitating... Nice. Okay, that works for me. And a Golem at that. That's a little bit bigger, I have to say. But I think we'll be fine. Because it has low special defense, so we should kick it down for most of its health pool. Okay, cool. Now, as long as it doesn't... Okay, Sandstorm is fine. I don't mind you, Sandstorm. You can always Sandstorm. Go ahead and Sandstorm. Gleam, I guess? We're running low on PP already on Belmont. We're gonna have to switch out somebody else. Which is too bad, because I definitely want Belmont in the final party, so I want Belmont to hit 60. But honestly, Mei and Vita Verde hitting 60 is more important. Ow. And Polion? Oh! Okay, that... okay, well, we are... What are we? What are we again? Hold on, what is our Pokemon? So it's pure Psychic. Okay, so we're fine. Doesn't hit us super effective. And Shockwave is gonna do okay. Let's see how much Shockwave does. Aqua Jet. Okay, that's good. We expect that. Okay, that's 3 to kill. That's worth it. We can just do that. Yeah, and Polion is enormous. It's a very large contender. But honestly, we'll be okay. We're gonna need to heal after this, but that's normal. That's normal and natural. And we definitely level up after this, which is always cool. Get zapped. Good, 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 good. Okay. So, most of our team here is at 54, which is not a bad place to be, considering we already have a bunch of 60s. Alright, so what are we doing here? Sure, have a lemonade. Good enough for me. Wild Metajam. We'll just keep out Belmont until they basically run out of power points, right? You know what? It's gonna take 2 hits to kill this anyways. Can we kill it in 2 shockwaves? It's only level 45. We might be able to. Nope. I've always wanted acupressure to work. I've always wanted acupressure in a build. But it's like, that's why. That's exactly why. Actually, you know what? Shockwave is guaranteed to hit. We're gonna I'm gonna keep on spamming Shockwave. Just because it used acupressure and raised its evasion, so let's use a move that never hits to make sure that it doesn't zot. I've always wanted to have a build that used acupressure, but it's just always the wrong move. It randomly increases one of your stats by +2. Which is pretty good, and like this genuinely is very good. Because it can hit stats that you can't normally touch. Like evasion. But it's so unreliable, and there's no Pokemon that can use every stat increase, right? Like, there's just a lot of Pokemon that get no benefit out of many of those numbers. A physical attacker has no benefit out of special attack up. It's just a dead turn. It's just a dead, wasted turn. So, like, I think it's a cool ability. I think it's a very nice style. I don't think it's very good, unfortunately. What's over here? What's up here? Oh, there's an item over there. Hold on, hold on. The Dragon Tamer is probably progress, so I'm gonna go this way first. I might be wrong, I don't know. I'm just doing my best. If you see some place that looks like it's progress, you immediately backtrack. That's my plan. Ah. Well, we got full health at least. Me, doesn't affect us, buddy. Yeah, we're almost out of all of our abilities here. Have we picked up a bunch of ethers? I hope so. I mean, we're gonna have to sideline... Belmont. Just because, as incredibly powerful as they are, they're so low on PP. Alright, we're gonna use our shockwaves because we want to save as much PP as we can to get as much XP as we can. Because they'll get XP as long as they're in the party, but not nearly enough. Ooh, Haze. Doesn't affect us. Still a cool move. Like, Haze is the kind of thing you use against that first gym that we did with the rollout shenanigans. Is there any other Pokemon gym leader that really relies on stat ups? I know there are in Sun and Moon. There are a couple of gym leaders that just kind of flex the stat up train and say, okay, now you can't touch me. And it's like, oh golly. I remember that. I remember that being a thing. I remember that being a problem. What's over here? Hmm. Okay. Get dazzled. Pow! Still doesn't kill. Still not strong enough to kill. Fortunately, they don't seem to do anything. Little acupressures aren't going to make a big difference here. Wait, why was it go faster? Why did that... Oh, it was speed. Duh, obviously. Okay, is this progress or is this treasure? Okay, it's treasure, good. I chose correctly. Ooh, oh, that's huge actually. Dark Pulse is an incredible move. Oh my goodness, okay, that's a big deal. Oh, that's actually a really big deal. Only thing is we have like 4 Pokemon that could use it. Where is it? Oh, Belmont can't learn it. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's going to go to Dante then. Because that's going to give Dante... That's one of the strongest moves that Dante can learn. Dark Pulse is a dark-type stab attack? Heck yeah. Who's going to deal with this mess? You know what, May, go clean this up. Bonk, we're fine. Yeah, Whittle's hit Brine. This should actually one-shot it because it's a special attack with super effective. Nope. Oh, well, because it... Yeah. It survives with 1 hit point because of that stupid ability that I hate. Yeah, sure, I'll Ace Beam it out. Good night, Steelix. Okay. Alright, we come down here, then we go up to the left, and that'll get us that item over there. So Dante learning Dark Pulse, genuinely huge. That gives him a massive advantage going into this last section of the game. Bam, bam. Bada bada bow. Bow, bow. Okay. We only have a couple more attacks left out of Belmont. I should probably put them in the back line now. Yeah, okay, but Belmont goes to the back line now. Good job, Belmont. I'm proud of you. I will put Palliop up front. Palliop needs more love, right? Palliop needs a bit more love. I forgot to do it. I said I was going to do it. You get in that autopilot mode, right? You get in that mode where it's like, welp, time to keep moving. That's fine. Belmont can take down a snake. See, the thing is, we're making it feel bad because we're sparklier than it. Because it's not a Steelix and it's an Onyx, so it feels bad because it's not as sparkly as we are. Because it wants to be sparkly. It wants to be a Steelix. But we're like, look at us. Look how sparkly we are. You wish you was sparkled like this? Well, you can't. And then it cries and it goes away. That's how we win these fights. That's how the fight's actually going. No, not that one. Oh, no, not it's here either. Okay, who do we put up front? Oh, I think I put May up front, because May getting getting their final levels is the most important thing. There we go. Ooh, a Razor Claw. Oh, does that change anything? If we have big problems against Cynthia, that could change something. If we have big problems against Cynthia, we could level up our ferret. We have a... Well, this is... Okay, friends, it's not actually a ferret. You guys know this. We have a Sneasel named Ferret, because I'm letting chat name all the Pokemon, and that's what you get when you ask chat to name Pokemon. So, this little Sneasel could become a Weavile, which is actually one of my favorite Pokemon. Weavile is on my list of my favorite Pokemon. You regret nothing for suggesting... I don't regret anything either. And hopefully... Okay. Everyone has suggested fantastic names. However, they have also suggested silly names. Silly names can also be fantastic. Beam time! Let's go. Good, good, good. Good job, Mei Mei. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Mei Mei. Okay, I don't know where we're supposed to go. Do you lead progress? Okay, so you lead to an endgame dungeon. Got it. I should probably chug all of my EV up items, huh? All of my zincs and whatnots. You appear to be a Machoke. Have you considered falling over? That didn't do enough damage. Yeah, Mei Mei doesn't seem that strong. Like, Mei Mei doesn't appear strong, right? Like, you look at that and you say, wow, you're struggling to kill a not fully evolved Pokemon. What's that about? But the truth is, it's fine. Okay, back down here, back on the main path. Back on the golden path. Alright. Okay, another Graveler. No, that we can one-shot. That we can one-shot. If it lets us one-shot it. It might not let us one-shot it. Because of that sturdy ability. So there's a 50-50 chance that we one-shot this. It's the Tail Glow that really is going to make Mei Mei thrive. Getting Tail Glow up is what's going to make Mei Mei incredibly powerful. Oh, I'm terrified to see Cynthia. I wish we had Bidoof. I really, really, really miss Bidoof. Von Doof. Remember Von Doof? Remember when everything was good and wonderful and we had Von Doof in the party? Those were good times. Dragon Tamer Clinton, eh? It's a Gibble! I mean, we can't allow that to... We can't allow that. I'm actually going to open up with an Aqua Ring because he has a fairly weak Pokemon here, so we might as well get some heals for free. Okay. Oh, nice. Mei Mei loves us. That's actually important. When a Pokemon loves us enough to avoid taking damage, that's a very good sign, because that means that fighting the bosses with them is going to be better. Hello, Soul Honey. Oh my goodness, I'm terrified. I'm so scared. Okay, no, it's fine, it's fine. Finish Victory Fold first, then deal with the rest later. A Gyarados, you say? Okay. Do we need to swap for this? No, I guess we... Well, let's see how much damage the Ice Beam does. Probably gonna need to swap for this one. Yeah, we'll swap to something else that can kill this easier. Oh, it's Dragon Dancing. Oh, that's bad. Oh gosh, can we swap to anything else? Is there anything else that's actually going to be able to take this thing down? Do we have a Gyarados answer right now? We might not, actually. I guess Shockwave from Belmont, but I don't want to swap Belmont into a Crunch, because Belmont is not... oh, Palliap. Palliap doesn't have a lot of health. Oh, I don't like this. I suddenly dislike this. I suddenly and immediately am less comfortable with the situation. Okay, okay. Let's just hit it with... Okay, it's double Dragon Dance. Oh, goodness. This thing has 2 attacks up. And definitely outspeeds us now. Okay, well... Let's just keep on going with these. We've got some bubbles to heal us. We've got... ice beams. We'll just keep on going. Just keep on ice beaming it. It's fine. Mei, you can do this. Oh, wow. Nice! I didn't think that was going to kill. Oh, my goodness. We outsped and we killed it? Was that the slowest Gyarados in the world? Was that the slowest Gyarados in the hemisphere? That was like... Okay, you got another Gibble? Oh, whatever. I don't care about a Gibble. See, and just like that, we're already out of abilities on Mei. That's how quickly we run out of stuff on Mei. Alright, Dragon Tamer. Thank you for your time. You were actually kind of dangerous, not gonna lie. When 2 roads diverge, you must choose the path less traveled. Okay. Alright, so who are we putting out front? I guess it's gonna be Palliap? Or, no, it's gonna be Vitae Verde. Vitae Verde is actually more important to the team. We'll leave the Experience Egg on Mei. But Vitae Verde getting up to 60 is kind of important for... Wait, is this it? Is this the end? Oh my goodness, we made it! That was Victory Road! Oh my goodness. Okay. I didn't expect this. I thought we were... Okay. Oh gosh. I guess it's time, huh? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm terrified. Okay. No, we can do this. We can do this. Oh, we've literally trained for this. Oh, we got a sweeping Vista Shot, too. Okay, breathe. We can do this. What's our team? I don't even know what our team looks like. We gotta figure that out. We gotta figure out right now what our team looks like. We have a Cynthia type, we have a ground type, we have a bug type. And you're the Mart. You know, I am gonna go buy Moo Moo Milk. Mostly for luck. We have enough potions now that I don't think we actually need... Oop. I don't think we actually need to buy it for... survival? But I'm going to go buy the Moo Moo Milk for luck. Lucky Milk. Yeah, Bug, Ground, Psychic, Other. Bug, Ground, Psychic, Other, and Cynthia. The Cynthia type trainer is the most powerful, obviously. Alright, and then we gotta figure out our team comp. We are gonna need one... Oh, we're gonna need so much. Yes. I'll buy 10. Yeah, I'll buy 20. Good. Okay, it's time. Oh, it's time. Oh, goodness. Okay, we're fine. Everything's gonna be fine. This is the end. This is the finale. This is the game. This is the whole game. Okay. Okay. Your Pokemon are so calm even though they're going into the Elite Four. I like how they're all loose and relaxed. I'm not! Okay. What's our team? What is our team looking like? What are we taking? Let's take everybody and put them out here. Furret did not make it in time. Alright, chat. Who deserves to be in the finale? This is really the question boils down to. Oh, I need somebody. Well, we're taking Hope. We must have Hope. That's non-negotiable. We are taking Hope with us. Hello, Sind. Okay, so, of the top row, okay. So we're going to need something to deal with ground. Sashimi deals with ground pretty well with Waterfall, and anything that we have that deals with Cynthia can deal with ground types. I think Sashimi goes in anyways, because Sashimi can do some work against, well, we had the promise. We had the promise that Sashimi is going to be in here to splash against the Elite Four, so we have to do that. In fact, we're putting Sashimi first, so we can splash in the Elite Four. We have to. We gotta. Oh, who else now? We already have Fighting, and we're going to have Psychic because we're taking Wishly. Because Wishly is very strong. As much as... Okay, do we take... it? I know what I was saying before about Mei Mei, but now I'm second-guessing it. Do we even take Mei Mei? We're taking Dante. We have to take Dante. Dante has been an all-star. Ever since we got Dante, all of our life has been stronger and more fulfilled and enriched. Vitae Verde, or do we save them for a potential round 2? Alright, we have the other top ones are 60s still. So Gandhi we have. But Gandhi's not actually that good. I hate to say it. It brings me actual physical pain to say that. Gandhi is not bad, but okay, well, let's actually look at the numbers here. Hope is attack of 194. Gandhi's attack... Oop. Gandhi's attack is 208. Because remember, Gandhi has pure power, so his attack's doubled. So Gandhi's actually stronger than Hope. 163 health versus 196. And 113, 109 versus 132, 120. Yeah, Hope is a lot stronger than Gandhi. Look at the type coverage. Gandhi only has fighting attacks and one really bad special attack. Hope has 4 different elements, all of which are strong. There is a lot of beautiful strength in Hope. So I don't think we take Gandhi. I don't think Gandhi makes the cut into the final battle. Now, who else do we take? Okay. Raya, Radar, Gary, and Fork are all just a little too low leveled. If things go bad and we need to form a second team, we might have to spend some time grinding them up. But these 4, as much as I want to bring them, I think they're just a little bit too low level for me to take in. And Palliap, we have Wishly for a psychic attacker, and Palliap isn't very strong. I love Palliap. They're wonderful. I want them with me along my side. I just don't know if I want them in the fight. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, hello, Acapalesa. Thank you so much for your raid. I appreciate that. We are literally going in against the Elite Four in a nuzlocke. This is the finale of my Pokemon Nuzlocke going up against Cynthia. Everything's gonna go horribly. We're all gonna die. It's gonna be great. We're figuring out a team comp now. We're figuring out what we're gonna do. We have Sashimi. We have Hope. We have Wishly. We have Dante. And I feel like of the last 2, one of them has to be either Mei Mei or Vitae Verde to deal with Garchomp. One of these 2 is going to be the Garchomp killer. Either the Ice Beam or the Blizzard. So I think we take one with us now, and we save the other one. We keep the other one in our pocket. We keep the other one in a wonderful little tiny pocket that labeled for when everything goes horribly and we need to build a second team. That's what the second pocket says. It's not the happiest pocket. It's not the pocket you want to be in. But sometimes the pocket that you're in is not the pocket that you need to be in. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm bad at those kind of phrases. I'm going to leave that to chat. Mei Mei or Vitae Verde? Mei Mei has a really solid set, a really solid move set, and is surprisingly tanky, even though they're not quite leveled. And they have the Ice Beam and they have Brine. They're going to be bulky, they're going to be survivable. Vitae Verde isn't quite as survivable, but resists the Cynthia. Does Mei Mei have Levitate? No, it does not. Mei Mei has... Where is it? It's Hydration, I forget. Yeah. Heal status conditions if it's raining. Not that great. Not actually helpful. And then for our last slot, probably crime. The last slot is someone who's going to be a bit... Okay, okay, yeah. Last slot can be either Ding, who can set up screens for us, which would be really useful. Crime, who has a good all-around moveset against everything. Slappy, who is very specific but very powerful. All their abilities are extremely useful. Pudding, while he is weak to ground, he's also super, super beefy. Very beefy and honestly pretty aggressively strong too. Or Belmont, who has MVP'd a lot of this run with a fantastic moveset. So one of them is between these two, and the other one is going to be between everybody else's. Yeah, I think you're right, Buck. I think we're gonna put in Vite Verde here. Because Vite Verde, they're gonna survive. They're gonna live. They're gonna survive. I love Mei, but I think Vite Verde is more likely to actually take the hit. Okay, so what does that leave us for needs? Azumarill does... Okay, keep in mind the attack stat is misleading here. It's actually 88 times 2. I don't know what that is. The Bronzong, the fact that it's not weak, it doesn't levitate is bad. Like, I'm leaning towards crime. But we already have Sashimi as a water attacker. It's Slappy. It's Slappy. It was always Slappy from the beginning. It was always going to be Slappy. Slappy was always the pick. There was always the person who was going to make it to the end. Slappy deserves to be here. More than anybody else, Slappy deserves to be in the team at the end for the finale. Slappy's done so much work for us. Okay, we get the dark glasses for Dante, and we also have that TM to give Dante. Dante's going to be super strong. Honestly, the Quick Claw could be unironically good. If we give the Quick Claw to Vite Verde, there's a chance that that pays off big, right? There's a chance that that's enormous. There's a chance, not guaranteed, but there's a chance that we get major value out of that. And then Slappy needs an item. Okay, or maybe we need to switch some other items, but let's go take a look. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. Here's the right bag. Boost poison type? No. Boost bug? No. Oh, we have rare candy. Ooh, okay, we're gonna pop some rare candies. Heck yeah. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Do we have anybody who's draining? I don't think we do, actually. The Zinc, special defense? Sure, we'll give that to... Who? Wishley, sure, why not? Oh, it won't have any effect? Okay. Oh my gosh, we actually... Okay, that works for me. Splash Plate is not going to be as effective as the leftovers for survival. Increase the speed of... Hope. It doesn't affect. Actually, we don't want it on that one. Okay, so nobody needs speed. Actually, that's kind of interesting. Attack for protein. Let's give that to Vite. Boost the power of ice-type moves. Is that better than the Quick Claw? The Quick Claw has such a good chance, right? The Quick Claw just has a really good chance to save our butts. Increase the power of Dragon and Steel-type moves. I don't think that's actually useful to us. What do we give Slappy then? Do we give him a berry? I think we give him a berry. You know what? I'm going to give Slappy the Shuka berry. Reduce the damage from a ground-type attack. I don't think it'll make it survive an earthquake, but it might, actually. And now the last finale is who do we give our rare candies to? We have 6 rare candies, and I'm using all of them. And I'm putting it all on Vite. Sheer Cold, what does that do? Oh no, we can't do that. We need the reliability. That's a very unreliable move. Alright. Good. Good. Now we're all 60. That's fantastic. If this goes poorly, we will need to do some grinding. But it's not going to go poorly because we've got this. We've got this. Everything's going to be fine. Oh, hey, Barry. How's it going? I see you as more worthy of... No, you're going to fight me now? Barry! Barry, please, no. I don't... I'm not here to fight you. Go home. Okay. Okay, Barry, come on. Let's just call it a truce, Barry. Let's just call it a truce. We don't need to do this, Barry. We don't need to do this. Who do we actually... We send Slappy to deal with this mess. Slappy, fix this problem. The problem is a Staraptor. Oh no! Oh! No! We need... Oh, that was our Garchomp, Barry. Oh, Barry, you absolute blighter. How dare you have done this to us. I am so angry that that Barry was for a very specific purpose, and you have... As usual, Barry, you've ruined everything. I didn't want to say this, Barry. I didn't want to say this, but everyone's been talking, and we all think you're a jerk. Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Infernape. Okay, we can send out lots of stuff against that. Infernape is something we can deal with. But we deal with it by Volt Switching out. Whoa! Okay, it's faster than us. Honestly, that's surprising. Slappy is pretty heckin' fast. Alright, we send out Sashimi on this, because Sashimi is just a natural counter to Infernape. It's just a flawless counter in every way. It's got the Intimidate, it's got the resistance to fighting, it's got the resistance to fire. Unless he drops a... Okay, yeah, we can handle this. That's nothing. And then he lowers his own defenses, and then we one-shot him. Easiest one-shot we've found all day. Pa-pow! Now then... Oh, Slappy leveled up. Ew, that's actually pretty good. Alright, Barry. What other mess do you have for us to clean up? Heracross? That's actually a pretty cool Pokemon. I love Heracross. Heracross, it could have Stone Edge, which would be bad, but I'm going to run on the assumption that it doesn't and just Dragon Dance on it. It does have Rock Slide. Ow. Oh, it got a flinch off, too. Heck. I don't really want to swap. Like, swapping and giving Heracross a free hit? Not a great plan, right? Alright, I'm just gonna waterfall it. Oh no! It's faster than us. Ooh, boy. Oh no, it could kill us right here. I'm actually gonna scout. I'm gonna use a super potion just to see what it does. And how much damage it does, and to see how we have to deal with this. Because this is actually terrifying. This could actually... Oh my goodness. I'm gonna drop a Rock Slide. How much damage does this do? Okay. We don't have anybody who can survive that, do we? Do we have anybody who can survive this? Who can survive a Rock Slide like that? I guess Wishly could. Yeah, Wishly resist that. And you can Zen Headbutt it. It's still gonna sting. And we're gonna have to soak 2 of them. It's the best choice we got. I guess Hope could survive it too, but... Yeah, okay, Wishly's fine. Wishly's fine. Okay, I didn't think Wishly was going to be that fine, but okay, Wishly's doing great. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay. Wishly is the king of swap-ins, right? Oh, Floatzel. We could U-turn this into Slappy. That'd probably be a good idea, huh? Ouch. That's not bad. We're fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. Bonk. That's a lot of damage, actually. Oh, wow. Okay, we're doing great. Hi-yep. Slappy can finish this up pretty easily. I'm convinced of it. You guys believe it too, right? You guys believe in Slappy? Slappy's been so reliable, so good this entire game, that I have no fear that Slappy can take this thing down. There we go. They're good, 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 good. And there's the Staraptor back, but the Staraptor is already paralyzed, and it's going up against Slappy, which, honestly, we're just going to crush. It can't survive this. It can't survive this. We're just going to discharge against it. Can't believe we lost that Shuka Berry. Oh my gosh. Still angry about this. Not that, like, Slappy had a big anything to do against Garchomp. Not like Slappy had anything that could have, you know, even affected it. But the fact that, like, I had a plan and it was just snatched away from me, you know? That's what it is. It's the fact that I wasn't allowed to have it. Actually, Nuzzle on Snorlax isn't very effective because it's going to go to sleep. If it... Can it... That's fine. Okay. And now we swap into Hope. Hope can take down this thing pretty quickly. Oh, that's what I was going to buy. I was going to buy PP ups. Oh, well. Wow, double paralyze. Nice. Dynamic Punch should... I don't know if it'll kill, but it might. I mean, Snorlax is really, really... Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Yeah, punching bag for Hope. Pretty much, right? Alright, so what do we got, Barry? What do you got? I fully believe in this last one. I have no reason to freak out. Roserade. You should probably start freaking out, Barry. Just throwing that out there. Just... It might be good. Now might be a good time for you to panic. What do we do against this thing, actually? I'm just gonna Stone Edge it. Oh, Grass Knot's not gonna hurt us. Okay, hurt us a little, but we're fine. And Stone Edge, there we go. And an easy crit. Beautiful. What? I just went down? My team still needs raising? Barry, you poor bean. Go home. I guess I'm not ready to challenge Pokemon League if I'm losing to you. Aw, darn it. Just you wait. I'll get tougher and win my way through the Pokemon League, because I'm going to become the toughest Pokemon trainer there is. I'm going to become the champion. Jade, you better not lose to anyone before me. Barry. I'm absolutely going to lose to someone before you. Her name's Cynthia. We've established this. Who do we... I don't know. We have to find out who... Okay, we got... Oh, gotta replace that berry. Ah, beans. What do I even replace it with? I don't know. Nothing really matters, so I guess I'm going to give it a Razor Claw? So it can crit once in a while? I guess. Seems as good as anything else, right? But you don't have any... Okay. Do you get healed after each fight? Like, do you get do the gym leader, do the Elite Four restore you after fighting them? Do I have any? How many ethers do I have? We have 2 max elixirs. And okay, no, we're all set. We have a whole bunch. We're good. We're good. We can't run back to the Poké Center because if you run back to the Poké Center, you have to fight them all again, right? Let me confirm that you're qualified to challenge the Pokemon League. To do so, I'll need to examine the gym badges you've gathered from around Sinnoh. Orisboro, Eternia, Veilstone, Pastoria, Hearthstone, Canaclave, Snow Point, and Sunyshore. Very well. Trainer, you've indeed collected all the badges of Sinnoh. Demonstrate the power that brought you here and go to glory. How many times a day does this guy say that? His job is literally... Yeah. If you can't be all 4 of them in a row, you have to start from the beginning. Yep, thought so. We have ethers, though. We're good. How many times a day do you think this guy has to say that, though, right? Like, they have someone whose position is to stand in front of the door and make that speech? How many times does he have to say that? Ba-da-ba-bum. Bum, bum. Ooh. Okay, I can't quite tell based on the terrain. This looks all very just future tech. But I'm gonna guess this is the bug trainer based on his haircut. Oh, wait, I need to... Dark Pulse. Dante needs to get his most powerful move. Foul Play is getting replaced with Dark Pulse. It might seem like a downgrade, but it's... Actually, is that a downgrade? Wait a minute. Actually, no, I think we keep Foul Play. Because Dark Pulse is usually one of Houndoom's best abilities. But Foul Play, because this isn't a constructed team with a EV trait and nature trained, because we don't have all the specific setups, his attack is not that terrible. And with his attack being not that terrible, well, no, he's not using his attack anyways, but he's using his opponent's attack, but it's a stronger hitting move. You know what? Fine. I'm gonna leave it. But I am going to put him out first. Okay, I think we're ready. Hello and welcome to the Pokemon League. I'm Aaron of the Elite Four. It's good to meet you. Oh, I should explain. I'm a fan of bug Pokemon. I nailed it from the hair! Bug Pokemon are nasty mean, and they're beautiful too. Would you like to know why I take on challenges here in this room? It's because I want to become perfect, just like my bugs. Okay, let me take you on. I love the moxie of someone taking on, becoming a Elite Four member, becoming the top trainer with bug types. Like, I respect that, right? You gotta respect that. Okay, we're basically spamming Flamethrower in here. He probably has something that isn't weak to fire. Maybe a Volcarona? Oh, he's setting up light screen. Oh, okay, that's what he's doing. And he has leftovers. Oh, Black Sludge, fair. We'll just Thunderfang it down to finish it off. Oh, he's already dropped his full restore. That's actually good for us. It's good for us for 2 reasons. 1, it means that you won't use that one later on. And 2, it's good because that's 1 less turn of light screen. Because he wasted a turn of light screen setting up a heal instead of using it to set up his... Oh, okay, that did a lot less damage than I thought. Yep. We expected that. I'm actually going to heal that immediately. Healing immediately isn't always the best pick. Don't always assume that as soon as you get hit by a status effect that you need to immediately heal it. Because your health is a resource. It's a resource that you have to learn to use and have to learn to consider. That's fine. But in this case, because we want to burn off the light screen timer, I'm fine wasting it. I'm fine using a turn now to heal, because now is genuinely is the best turn to heal. I'm gonna foul play it. I don't think actually foul play is gonna be that strong. But it's not bad. Oh, wait. I forgot that. And light screen falls? Yes. Okay, Dante. Burn. Oh, there's the pivot. Did not see that. Actually, that's fantastic. That's great. Oh, that's actually good for us. Because that means we get to eat the Heracross here. I don't even think we one-shot it. But we do. We do. We get it. We get the one-shot. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. That swap was the best possible thing for us. There's a Beautifly, which also should burn. See, the Heracross, we're weak to fighting. So with the Heracross would have actually been a threat. Would have been dangerous. Good, 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 good. All right. Don't forget to follow, by the way. And starting tomorrow, ideally, at least on Wednesday and Thursday, you should be able to subscribe. But don't worry about that. Don't sweat the subscription. But you should definitely follow. Oh, that's solid. That's 2 hits. Well, okay, it doesn't 2 hit because of that, but or does it? Actually, it might. That we're in the range that we could still. Never mind. There's a defend order. Or is that physical defense, or is that physical and special? Defense and special defense. Okay, so we're not 2-hitting anymore, but like that should be fine. We still hit hard. Oh, that sliver! You see that sliver? Ow! Okay. You know what though? We push through this. Okay. That's fine. That's totally fine. Now, who do we swap to? No, Acrobatics will hit Hope way too hard. Acrobatics will really hurt Hope. But we want to hit the Stone Edge. The Stone Edge would be fantastic. We can't risk it, though. Slappy... maybe... Wishly and Sashimi are just strong in general. I'm feeling Sashimi on this. I'm feeling Sashimi. Dante's fine. There's nothing to worry about. That gives us an Intimidate, which is important, right? That's super important. That's not a lot of damage. Okay, we can set up on this. That's a crit? Oh my goodness. We basically heal off a regular attack just off of our leftovers then. Okay. Alright, Sashimi. First of all, first things first. We're doing it. We're doing it. We have splashed against the Elite Four. We promised we were going to do it, and here we are. I regret nothing. This is the time, this is the place, this is ideal. And now we're going to spam probably 3 Dragon Dances because we're not really in danger. We're not actually threatened by this thing. So we just set up so we can sweep through the rest of his team. 3 Dragon Dances should remove any real danger for the rest of his fights. Maybe I'll just do 2. I don't know. They're doing 2 at least. We'll do heal, then we'll do 2, then heal, then attack. That's what the plan is. Unless it like misses or does something else here. No, it's spamming. Oh, we missed. Okay, that's a miss. Then I will do 1 extra Dragon Dance now. That should guarantee that we sweep his team. You really use Splash? I promise. I don't break that kind of promises. I don't break those promises. We splash against the Elite Four. We definitely do that. Ah, remember, if you take a clip, you're obligated to share that send it to social media. You're not actually obligated to do anything. But if you take a clip, You should do stuff. I don't know. Do what you want to do. Pow. Good. Okay. And a crit at that? Heck yeah. Sashimi is the lad. Now, that was a channel meme for like one episode. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If you weren't here... Okay, look. Sashimi is the lad. That's really all you need to know. There's nothing else to the meme. There's no other jokes behind it. There's no other deep lore. It's just that Sashimi, he's a big lad. And so Sashimi is the lad. It became a thing. Don't worry about it. Okay, Nice. I'm not gonna splash against every member of the Elite Four. Unless an opportunity that looks really, really funny comes up. There's a chance. There's a chance if we have a really good opportunity and we're looking dominant, but I'm not promising anything. Drapion, yes. This is what I want to see. Okay. You guys know how much I complained before. You guys saw how much I yelled at the game for having a gym leader not using his own type stuff, right? I tore into the electric leader for using, like, octillery? Like, nothing close to an electric. I'm okay with Drapion. Drapion, is actually something I want to see more of. I want to see more trainers use types that are not their type, but are slanted to, that work, you know? Like, a steel gym having an onyx in it, not cool. A bug gym using a Drapion, very cool. You see what I'm saying? Like, give me a grass gym with a pseudo-wudo, I'm all for it. I think that's the coolest thing in the world. Give me a grass gym with Gyarados, and I'm going to yell about how it's a terrible grass gym. Does that make sense? I don't know. It makes sense to me. And, well, that's really all that counts right now. I mean, it's not at all nearly what it all counts, but whatever. Aaron, I beat you. Good game, actually. I will now concede defeat, but I think you seemed... yeah. Water. Ow. But I think you came to see how great bug-type Pokemon can be. I hope you've realized what you're up against in the Pokemon League. Battling is a deep and complex affair. Well, thank you, Aaron. That was actually a fun fight. I lost with the most beautiful and toughest bug Pokemon. We lost because I wasn't good enough. That's it. Back to training camp. Let's hear it from me. No, that was fun. Anyway, go on to the next room. There are more trainers waiting, and they're all tougher than me. Thank you, Aaron. You are a good bean. Alright, we need to heal. Dante's doing work. Dante is putting in hours, though, right? Dante's doing a great job. I like this music. This music is pretty good, I gotta say. I forgot to buy like 300 regular-sized potions just so I can top off more efficiently. Oh well. Alright, who do we got next? Who's next on the line? You! I'm gonna assume that you're the ground one, right? If you're the ground one, then Sashimi just one-shots everything, right? If you're the ground, Sashimi is both immune to Earthquake and makes you sad. Well, you're quite the adorable trainer, but you've also got a spine. I'm Bertha. I have a preference for ground-type Pokemon. Well, show this old lady how much you've learned, would you? I would be delighted to, Bertha. You seem really fun and lighthearted. Honestly, I like that in you. I'm not going to say that she's well-grounded. I think it'd be really dumb to say that, and it's weird that you would imply that. Okay, never mind. Alright. Quagsire is an interesting open, because it immediately counters some of the normal counters to ground, which is, you know, water, because it's immune to water, I believe. But we are going to Dragon Dance a couple times. Probably 3, unless this thing has, like, Stone Edge or something. Surf, we can take Surfs. Surfs don't threaten us too much. Look at that. No, we're good. It's Cynthia that's going to be... That was a crit? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Quagsire is more about defense than offense, and the problem with that... For her, not for me. It's a great thing for me. The problem with her doing that is that it lets me set up. having a strong defense Pokemon can be great if you need to weather a storm, heal up, or take your opponent down with stat buffs. There's lots of times we're using... Or Toxic. That's actually a fantastic example. That's actually a really good example of when a strong, beefy Pokemon can be worthwhile. But I'm just gonna heal. I'm gonna heal it off here. If this were a no-mart, I'd be concerned about how many antidotes I have. This might be the last time I bring up no-mart. Okay. We all know it's not the last time I will, but I mean, maybe this for this run. When I do my run of... There you go. When I do my run of, what is it? Well, when I do my runs of Pokemon Legends, Pokemon Arceus, then... One more drinks. Then I'm going to... There we go. Then I'm going to do no mart. It'll be good. It's just a different mentality. You guys know this. I've talked about this too much. I've talked about this way too much for you guys to care. I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay, now we should be able to crunch through and one-shot everything in this gym. Crunch through this one because I believe this one's immune. I believe it has a special ability that makes it immune to water attacks. Storm Drain or water storms, or I don't know. Oh, wow! Sashimi just said, you know what, but what if I wasn't poisoned? Look at that. Sashimi just straight up decided that it didn't feel like being poisoned. It wasn't in the mood to be poisoned, and just said, nah. Nah, I ain't. How powerful is that? How incredibly powerful is that? Oh, we're... okay. Actually, that's fine, because that uses up the full restore, and we two-shot it every time. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're still in two-shot range. You guys see the value of these setups, right? Like, you're seeing the value of a real setup strat with Sashimi here. I haven't been really doing that for most of the gyms because, well... Oh, pseudo... You know what? Sure, that in a ground gym is... I'm okay with that. It's rock, not ground, but it's also not grass. It kind of fits the mood. You know what? I'm okay with it. I don't hate it. I don't hate that being a part of your ground lineup. You're not flaunting it, is what I'm saying. You're not flaunting the lack of ground shenanigans going on. And I appreciate that. Oh, Stone Edge, that's gonna hurt. Okay, I didn't expect it to hurt that much. Okay. 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 We're guaranteed to outspeed, and if we swap, we're gonna soak another Stone Edge. So we're just attacking here. We are just attacking this thing. We're going full force attack. Full force, go. Waterfall. Yeah, I know you endure it because I hate you. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're going to crunch it now, and this thing dies. This is what I meant about using your health as a resource. Like, we can't... Spending anything that we did, whether it's healing or spending a turn to swap somebody else in or whatever else, is going to be a worse choice than acknowledging that we're faster and pushing forward. Whisk Crash. First, we're healing. We're dropping a Hyper Potion. We're not going to... Yeah, we heal. We heal. I think that keeping Sashimi out is still the best play, though, here, right? Hydro Pump, and it missed. Cool. Yeah, Hydro Pump is only like 70 accuracy or something. It's super hecking low unless you have a setup. Because it's full accuracy in rain, I think. Maybe it's not. I don't know. We can waterfall this, right? Bonk. Oh, flattened. Flattened the Whiscrash. Beautiful. We don't have a single grass. We never... Oh my gosh. Didn't have a single grass this entire anything. Alright, Hippodon. We're just gonna waterfall this. It should... I don't know if we can one-shot it because Hippodon is a really strong tank. But we do anyways because it's Sashimi and he's got this. We never can doubt Sashimi. We always can trust Sashimi's got this. Alright, Bertha. I salute ye. Well, dear child, I must say this was impressive. Your Pokemon believed in you and did their best to earn you the win. They did, actually. Honestly, yeah, Sashimi shook off that poison. Even though I lost, I find myself with a silly grin. I like her. She's one of my favorite gym leaders. She's really nice. You're quite something, youngster. I like how your Pokemon win by working as one. That's what makes you so strong. I think you can go as far as you want. When the trainer next to him is much more formidable, you must really have your wits about you. But I think you can go as far as you desire. Aw, she's kind and sweet and I like her. I want to hug her. Yeah, I love these respect the Elite Four. The Elite Four seem like they're just kind and wholesome and friendly here. Fire Gym. Who do we send out against? You know who we send against? I think we send Hope against the Fire Gym. I think we send Hope out because Hope has Bulldoze, and Bulldoze should get a lot of mileage out of this. And it's also not weak to fire, but also it's not weak to. It's not weak to the obvious anti-fire shenanigans they're going to have, because they're going to have something that's like, oh, you're bringing a water type. Well, I'm going to use the grass explosion to murder you. You know, he's going to have something prepared against a water type. Too obvious of a fight. Too obvious of a tactic. But he's not going to have something against fighting. Are you, buddy? Yo, trainer! Hold on, hold on. Yo, trainer, you had me counting the days on my fingers waiting for you to come. I don't know what you did in Sunnysure. You managed to light a fire in that guy's heart again. How can you expect me to look forward to seeing you in battle? I have no idea what accent I was going for. None. It was just like generic, Rapidash? That's cute. Rapidash is always a Pokemon that deserved better, right? I guess it got... No, never mind. It got better. It got better in Galarian. Rapidash is actually very good. We have 5 Stone Edges, which is gonna be our ace in the hole. Stone Edge should just be able to obliterate a couple things. But we're gonna Bulldoze because that should honestly be good enough for a lot of stuff here. Won't maybe resist? No, okay, the neutral. That's fine. Oh, can we outspeed it now? That'd be great if we could outspeed it now. Hypnosis? Are you serious? Are you seriously gonna hypnosis me? Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't believe you've done this to me. Do I pop Awakening? I guess I should, huh? Yeah, let's just get you back on your feet. Then you can get the free attack, I guess. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. We're gonna fight this, but then we're gonna have to swap out. We're gonna have to heal or swap out against the next opponent. Because that's gonna do just way too much damage to us. But this Bulldoze will finish off the Rapidash. Lopunny? Oh, that's a cute move. That's a really interesting move. I think Hope can take a Lopunny very easily, but I wonder what tricks it has. We're gonna keep Hope out because Dynamic Punch should just, like, you know, obliterate it. But that's an interesting tactic. Okay, that's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. We really wish we had Drain Punch. Oh, I wish we had Drain Punch so very much. Dynamic Punch should kill every time. Ow. Good. Yeah, Dynamic Punch does 1 billion damage. It's just a really good move in general. A Steelix, eh? That's... Yeah, no, I can't respect that. Wait, who do I... I'm actually gonna keep Hope out? I don't love any of my other plans against this thing. Oh my gosh, that did a lot of damage. Why does a Steelix hit that hard? Let me heal again and see what happens. Nope, this thing hits harder than I can heal through. Okay. Jeez. Flamethrower would kill it, and it can survive. We resist a steel attack, but bad things happen if it hits a ground attack. Wishly can tank it. Has a similar problem, though. I think Sashimi has to be the right pick here, right? Yeah, Wishly doesn't have a good attack against it is the problem. It's gotta be Sashimi. It's gotta be Sashimi. Oh, that's true. So yeah, I didn't even think about the Intimidate. Wow. I'm smarter than I thought I was. How many more Pokemon do you have? And why do you have a Steelix? That's the real question. Like, I can't get behind a Steelix from a fire trainer. That's just that's. I'm doing it. It's an opening. What's it gonna do? We're gonna take a lot of damage from this, I bet. No! I died for the memes. No! Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. We have to send out Dante. Dante has to be able to basically one-shot it here. I can't believe it Thunderfanged. I cannot believe that happened. I can't believe that happened. I can believe that Thunderfang one-shots me. I can't believe that it... Oh. Go. Just... You... No. 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 You are not allowed to have a Drifblim. That's not a fire type. What are you baton passing? You didn't stat up anything. Baton passes for passing stat ups. Oh, Infernape. Oh, that's actually a problem for us, huh? Yeah, we need to... Who deals with that? Wishly kinda does. No, we're weak to fire. But it's not gonna use a fire attack right now. I think we can do this. I think this is gonna be okay. Post-combat, good. It's a lot of damage, but it lowers his defenses, not ours. And it's also gonna be his strongest attack, So even though his next attack is going to deal double damage than that, it can't be as strong. Oh boy! Oh, that's more. Oh, go. Okay, no, 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 no. Okay. Okay, okay. We're seeing way too much danger in here. This is getting a lot worse. I can feel your determination. Oh, that's a ghost flying, right? That's a ghost flying type? Yeah, we sent out Slappy can take care of that. Everybody else is in too much pain. Honestly, Dante can deal with it too, but I don't know what it can do. And I'm scared. I'm terrified. No, I'm sending out Slappy. I trust Slappy to deal with this. Sashimi lived for the memes and died for the memes. It's true, though. It's just true. That's fine. A little fire was not going to kill us. That's the justification. Oh my gosh. You have Driftblim because it uses... You have Driftblim just because Driftblim has Will-o'-the-Wisp. We'll take the burn for a round or two to try to finish the battle faster. And if things go weird, we can Vault Switch out. Okay, good. What is that? Please tell me that's just a citrus. Okay, cool. Minimize! Oh, I called it, didn't I? I called it that they were going to have something with some sort of evasion shenanigan. Didn't I call that? I totally called that. We are going to drop one more discharge. Oh, that's on Belmont. We didn't take Belmont. I'm going to drop another discharge, and before it... Oh, okay, it already avoided it. Okay. Beans. We're not taking a lot of damage. I don't know what else it can do that hurts, so I want to hit it before it can do another minimize. Because if it gets 2 minimizes off... What is that? What are you stealing? Attack? Wait, what? What is that move? What did you do? What did it do to me? I think we fight through this. We fight through this a bit. This is Flint's last Pokemon. There's another minimize. Oh no. Oh no. We have plenty of healing items. I'm just gonna pop a burn heal right now. How do we deal with it? We deal with this with X accuracy, right? We deal with this by spamming X accuracy. It has +6 evasion, so we will never hit it again. We're done hitting this thing until we resolve that. And we don't have a guaranteed hit attack. But we do have these X accuracies, which I bought specifically for this sort of situation. I hate it. I hate this that I have to use this. This is not a good situation. It's not a terrible situation, but it's not a good situation. Do I spend 2 or do I spend the 1? We need to actually fight this thing. Good, good, good. Can you just do that forever? -1 attack and heal... that's actually a healthy heal. My goodness, this Drifblim is a danger. This Drifblim is a legitimate threat. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, it's just minus attack and it heals itself. My goodness. I don't have any moves. Oh, wait, I do. I do. Oh my gosh. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. We have a solution. We actually have not only a solution to this problem, but we have it in our party. I was thinking of Belmont, because Belmont has the attack that cannot miss. But we have an entire Pokemon that can't miss. We have No Guard on Hope. No Guard means that enemies and your moves always hit. Nothing misses ever. We have a solution right in our hands, right in our pocket. We have the answer. And that answer is an 80% Stone Edge, which currently has about 20% chance to hit. Why is this thing faster than me? Why is this thing actually faster than me? What world is this thing faster than me? This dumb balloon. We have a move that always hits and always will do a bunch of damage. We're gonna let the burn go because we want we want to get this thing dead before it can murder our face anymore. Yeah, you're not there's nothing blazing about you, buddy. There's no... No, it's faster than me, Beans. Okay, no, fine. We fight through this. We fight through this. We'll heal when the battle's done. It's full! How much does that heal? How much does that heal? Oh my goodness. Oh, it healed the burn. That's actually sick. I know it lowers my attack, but why did it heal that much health? It's gonna be at full... It's at full health! This is dumb! It's a dumb balloon and I hate it! We're using all of our Stone Edges and it might not even kill. We are using every Stone Edge we have, all 5 of them, and it's not even going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. We crit. We're good. Never mind, we're fine. Never worried, never not had it. Never a problem. Oh, the crit came through. We had hope. We always had hope. We always could count on hope. I wasn't looking down on you, but I didn't think for a second I'd lose. I'm switching his accent around like every other word. Nope, sashimi is stuck here. Burnt right down to cinders. Move along. Okay, no, we cannot swap anything out. And because of the rules of the Nuzlocke, we can't do anything with sashimi either. We put Slappy in the lead. And what? Heal. Alright, so is this Cynthia? Is this the ending? Are we at Cynthia now? We might be. I think we are. Honestly, though, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves. That's how Sashimi died splashing in the Elite Four. I think we all know. I think we can all agree together that that's how he would have wanted to go. Right? That's how Sashimi would have wanted to go out. So it's a psychic... Honestly, if this is a psychic leader, it's all on Dante, right? Everything is about Dante. Dante's the only one who can really deal with a psychic. No, that's not true. Wishley can. Wishley can deal with a lot of this as well. Okay. Do we lead with Wishley... Wait, does Wishley actually have anything super effective against Psychic? Come to think of it. Just U-turn, which is not actually. That's fine. Dante can handle this. Dante can handle this entire thing. Dante's gonna do great. We trust Dante. Ah, you timed your arrival well. I've just finished reading a book, you see. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lucian, and I'm a user of psychic types. I must say, you've already proven yourself to be outstanding to have come this far. They say I'm the toughest the Elite Four. I'm afraid I'll have to go all out against you to live up to my reputation. Don't lead with Dante. What? What? Why not? Dante is Dark type. Oh! Oh, this is a... Oh, you're right. You're right. You're smart. I didn't think about it. That's actually... We want to switch to Wishley. Because Dazzling Gleam. You're right. You're very smart. I thank you, chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was using light screen anyways. Whatever, it's fine. Do I flash cannon here then? I think it's still the... yeah, it's not very effective on that. Yeah, we still flash cannon. I just don't understand why Mr. Mime is Fey. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it... Double screens, as expected. It doesn't make sense to me that Mr. Mime is, fairy, because I think of mimes as, like, using mind games, as using, their brains to create the illusions that they do. So to me, it makes a lot more sense for Mr. Mime to be psychic than Fey. I'm gonna slam an X special attack here. No, I'm not. Yes, I am? No, I'm not. Yes, I am? Sure, I got 5. I don't like this idea because it's not a great Pokemon to X special attack since you know we only have one special attack move. But I think it's worth it. And then we're going to Wish just to heal up and to let the screens burn out. Remember, we're letting the screens burn out. We're happy to let this thing wimple around. Okay, we kill it in the next attack. Good, good, good. Did we get the heal off? Now, yeah, we just flash cannon this down. And we have plus special attack for the next... Oh, there's a full restore. But the light screen, though, has he considered? Oh, it didn't wear off. I thought it was going to wear off then. Oh, well. Oh, so close to down. We got rid of his heal. And this is a great Pokemon to get rid of a heal on, right? This is a great Pokemon. There's the light screen down. There's the light screen down. That's huge. That's huge. This thing gets eradicated now. Oh, we've used so many of our moves, though. We're going to have to pop some of our ethers before we fight the final one. Okay. If you're in chat, let people know we're about to fight Cynthia on the Nuzlocke. Medicham? Medicham, huh? Okay, well, we resist fighting and no, we're neutral to one. We flash cannon this because we have the plus special attack then? Nice, 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 nice. What does it do to us? High jump kick. That's gonna... Oh my golly. What? No! That's not how that move works. You can't do that much damage. That's... No! Get out of here. Okay. It's fine. Oh my gosh. Holy cow! You see how much damage that did? Against... It was a neutral attack, too. That was not a super effective hit. That was not. That was. Oh my goodness. Dante. Giraffarig? Oh no, it's a Paliap. Okay, okay, okay. Well, I think we're good. I think this is a good move. We're good here. Paliap has a good neutral, so its foul play should actually be very strong. Okay, that's solid. Oh, it's got another screener. Well, it's stronger than special, but foul play is actually a physical attack. And that's gonna be our... Okay, okay. Ooh, oh my goodness. We almost lost Wishly. Alakazam! Well, there's a couple things that could go bad here, right? It does have a screen up, mind you that. So just, even though I want to use the Shadow Ball... Wait, what is... Oh, no, okay, okay, okay. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with foul play, okay? Foul play... Foul play is used based off your opponent's attack. Being based off your opponent's physical attack is super bad against this because Alakazam has a terrible physical attack. On the other hand, Shadow Ball, it does have a screen up, so the screen is going to reduce a lot of Shadow Ball's damage. So we're not in a great position. I'm going to foul play because we have the black glasses on, so we have an item that increases our dark type attacks. Combined with the lack of a reflect up, I think this is going to still be okay. That's not bad. That's great. Assuming it does that again, we win. Good, 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 good. I was a little worried. We're fine, we're fine. I was a little worried that it was going to have Focus Blast. I was a little worried that it was going to have Focus Blast, which would be super effective, and just eradicate our existence, but it didn't. So, yeah. It's fine. Now what should I do? I don't know. Buddy, I don't know. Bronzong! Oh, Bronzong is interesting, actually. I think I send out Hope and Bulldoze it. Bronzong is not a very strong Pokemon. Just real talk. It's like, I mean, I don't mean in terms of how effective it is in the battlefield. It's a very effective battlefield Pokemon. It's not a physically strong Pokemon. We're weak to, Wait, am I making a mistake here? It has Psychic. It could have Psychic attacks too. But what else am I going to do, right? I could send out Verde, but Verde has no attacks that are effective against it. Send out Slappy, but it's going to hurt. Earthquake's going to kill it. Who's best to deal with this? I don't know. Dante is honestly the best. No, but this is a pickle. This is actually a tough one. We need Sashimi. Sashimi's the one who can deal with this. Sashimi's the one who can deal with this. Nobody else can. I think I sent out Vitae, but Vitae has no attacks against it. Nothing. Weak to weak to Earthquake, weak to Earthquake, weak to Earthquake, weak to Psychic. Perfect, but dead. Oh gosh. We'll go with Vitae. We'll hope for the best. We'll see what happens. This might be a grindy fight. Actually, you know what? We can win the grind with Snow. Snow is actually going to make a difference here. Oh, Trick Room, you say? Buddy, I'm okay with that. That helps me. Yeah, we can hail this guy down. This might be a long fight. Not gonna Wood Hammer. Not worth it. I'm just gonna spam Razor Leaf. This is gonna be a long fight. Unless this guy has something... Oh, wait. Is that super effective? Oh! Okay. uh, 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 It did. Oh my good. Wait. Nope. I don't have an answer. This thing kills everybody. Bronzong's not supposed to be a strong Pokemon. How is this happening? I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. 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 Okay, hold up. Defense, 111, 164. Okay, so Wishly is a lot more defensive. 99. So Wishly is by far the most physically defensive, but it also would get earthquaked. Dante's gonna die before he gets the attack off. It does not have a psychic stab move. Then all we can do is hope that hope. Okay, we have hope. 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 Okay. Also, this is an insanely strong Bronzong. Bronzong is not supposed to be this strong of a Pokemon, like real talk. Full heal? No. That's a status gear, right? Yeah, that's just all status stuff. I'm gonna max potion it. Okay, that's its best attack. That's its best attack against us. We just need to take this thing down. This thing is way stronger than it has any right to be. This might miss. Bulldoze might not even hit it. No, I'm not gonna hit Dynamic. I'm gonna Dynamic Punch first. Because if this hits, that guarantees confusion. Oh, that killed. Oh, good. I didn't expect that to kill. Oh my gosh. Lucian. I see. Getting past the 3 before me was no fluke. Your power is real. My power is nothing. I am a tiny little petunia that got stepped on repeatedly. That doesn't mean you're done with the Pokemon League. There remains the champion who's drawing. It's... We had to deal with this to get there. How do we... How... Okay, Where's using the rest? The milks. That's what they have. The milks. Chug milk. How are we doing on moves is actually the bigger question. He's fine on moves. Wishly needs more flash cannons. And more stone edges. So flash cannon, stone edge. is probably all that really matters. So we're gonna pop 2 ethers. Okay, what is Spiritomb weak to? It's only weak to Fey, right? It's only weak to Fairy? Yeah, because it's the same typing as Sableye. We don't have any Fey attacks, do we? Okay. What's its type? Dark and Ghost. What can deal with that? What can resist it? I guess Dante can. Though for some reason I don't trust that. I feel like that could be the wrong choice. Wait, no, wait, no, never mind. Wait, can I dynamic punch it? Because it's a ghost, but we have no guard. No guard says attacks never miss. Incoming and outgoing attacks always land. Can I no guard against a Spiritomb? I don't know. That seems like a bad idea. You know what? I don't trust it. I don't. Even if I can, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. But Hope's still pretty strong. No. I think we send Dante in. I think Dante is the play here. Yeah, we'll send Dante in first, because Dante is going to resist pretty much everything he can throw at us. And we have decent... You know what? I should max out Flamethrower. I should use another Etheron Flamethrower. I'm not ready for... I'm... Okay. I'm stalling. I know it. I'm stalling. Is Dark weak to Psychic or Ghost? No. I don't think so. I know it's not... I know it's super effective against Psychic. I think it's neutral against Ghost. Although, honestly, the best answer against that is always going to be Slappy first. Because I can get the Nuzzle and then I can Volt Switch out. That's actually the right pick. Yeah, no, I'll go with Dante. Dante's good. Dante's very good. Okay. Gosh, Sashimi would be really powerful in so much of this. But we made it. We made it here. But oh my goodness, we should not have been able to beat that last fight without Sashimi. We needed him so much. Have you been keeping well? Thank you for Mount Coronet. I'm truly grateful. Together, you and your Pokemon have overcome all the challenges you faced, however difficult. That means you've triumphed over any personal weaknesses, too. The power you learned, I can feel it emanating from you. Ah, but enough talk. Let's get on with why you're here. But enough talk. Have at you. As the Pokemon League champion, I accept your challenge. Oh. Okay. Spiritomb, go. I'm just gonna try and burn it. Is it physical or special attacker? I don't even know. Because Spiritomb's more of a defender, I think. Oh, pressure is actually a big deal too, potentially. What if we got the burn here, right? How great would that be? That's decent damage, actually. Okay, we're fine. Good. That's his best attack. It wouldn't be using it wouldn't be using that attack if it wasn't its best attack. Oh, there's a withdraw already. So whatever they're putting out is going to soak a fire attack. Okay. What deals with Gastrodon? We don't have any grass type attacks. It's probably going to hit me with a water attack now. So now might be the time to switch to Vitae. Yeah, Vitae can soak this. It's always nerve-wracking to switch to Vitae because Vitae is so defensive and slow. And also Snow Warning can mess up the rest of my plans too, right? Snow Warning isn't always even a good thing. We just Razor Leaf, or do we... Wait. What if I used an X defense here? Wait, what attack did he use against me? I wasn't paying attention. As long as it doesn't have a fire attack, I'm gonna X defense here. As long as it doesn't have a fire attack, we should be okay. Okay, Rock Tomb does hurt, but not that bad. What item is on What is on Vitae? Hold on. What item do you? Okay, you have the Quick Claw. Right. Good. We're gonna hit the Razor Leaf here. They're probably gonna withdraw because they know that. Here's a thought. Okay, hear me out. Cynthia is a good trainer and is not going to be afraid to withdraw a Pokemon. They can't withdraw? Why? No, yeah, they can. They absolutely can. I mean, the last trainers withdrew against us multiple times. Oh, we got the Quick Claw proc. Oh, that's actually huge. Because this should one-shot. And it missed. It missed. Ow. Do we heal this? We heal. I'm gonna pop a hyper. We're gonna see to heal a little bit. Sludge Bomb hurts, but I have an idea. No, it's not gonna work. I have an idea. I have no ideas at all. I've never had a thought in my life. Yeah, no, 2 of those kill us. We can't do anything else. I was gonna try using another buff, but I can't. I just can't. I just cannot. I just can, in fact, actually not. Doing that is a thing that is not available to me. We have to send out Wish League. It's going to use a poison attack, so that at least the steel will negate it. And then we just have Wish League in play, which is honestly just a good thing to have. Yep, we do this and then we heal Vitae, because we need Vitae for the main event. Doesn't affect me, you jerk. It's gonna Earthquake us. We know it's gonna Earthquake us, right? The Earthquake is guaranteed. We use the X defense before the Earthquake hits. Oh, it's a Rock Tomb. That does nothing. Interesting. I expected that to be the Earthquake every time. Oh my gosh. I'm so nervous right now. I'm so nervous. I'm actually going to spend this turn healing on Vitae. If this thing's going to hit me with Rock Tomb, then I am... What is that, lower anyways? I don't care about my speed. And I can always U-turn out. I'm using this entire enemy to heal up everybody else. If the best thing that it can do to me... I thought I... Wait, didn't it have Earthquake? I thought it had Earthquake. I mean, y'all told me it had Earthquake. It's fine. Alright, everybody's healed up. This thing does not take a lot of damage. We got the flinches. Speed down actually is bad on Wishly because of how valuable the flinch is, because of Serene Grace. Uh-oh, what's coming out? Spirit Tomb's back. Oh, that's gonna be not a Zen Headbutt, that's for sure. The Dark is super effective against us, but we are very strong. And we don't have anything else that can deal with it, right? So I guess we could just Flash Cannon it? But why did they send it out? I'm gonna open with Wish. And just Scout. That's its plan. Okay. Wait, that didn't heal his... Wait, that didn't do, Wait, no, hold on. That was supposed to heal the full. Okay. Bonk. Everything... What are you eating? What are you eating? I'm terrified. Okay, it's a citrus. Okay. It really has to be Dante, huh? Well, I guess... So Slappy could nuzzle and get the paralyze off, which would be nice. But Dante is strong enough to actually kill it. Hope is actually pretty strong too, to be honest. If I'm being, like, perfectly honest, Hope coming out and just dual chopping was not a bad idea. Or I could send back out Vitae, though I don't think... Well, Vitae also gets the benefit... Vitae also gets the benefit of setting up Hail. And Hail's actually... Because this thing's a tank, right? Is it a tank? It's a tank that hurts? Gosh. I actually am going to look up what Cynthia has. I'm actually going to look up Cynthia. Because I don't want to... okay. It would be better to lose with knowledge than to something, whatever. Alright, Dark Pulse Psychics does have Silver Wind, actually. That's dangerous. Okay, that's... Still terrifying! I'm terrified. Okay. Silver Wind is super effective against both Vitae and Dante. And Psychic is super effective against Hope. Gosh, this is a bad situation. Everything is terrible. Everything is just absolutely wretched. I guess Dante? I don't know if we can survive this. Dark Pulse. That actually shouldn't kill us? It hurts! I'm gonna be a little bit of a wimp and use a bit of a heal here. There's that Gastrodon. Still don't have an answer for it. So if it's gonna Earthquake me, it's gonna Earthquake Vitae, right? Yeah. Vitae's the play here. Oh no, rocks. Actually, no, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Gastro Bro does have the Sludge Bomb, though, and that will kill me. Which is why I'm going to immediately switch. Okay, the switch to Vitae is just to bait out the Sludge Bomb as we immediately switch to Wishly. Is this smart? I don't know what I'm doing. You Rock Tombed. Okay. It does have Earthquake for us. It does have Earthquake. We're going to go through everything that we own. I'm going to heal here, even though I know it's going to attack me, just to top off. It's using Rock Tomb. Good. I don't know why it's using Rock Tomb against me. I really don't. Makes no sense to me why this thing would use Rock Tomb and not... Do I get anybody to heal? No, nobody else really needs. I'm going to heal a Moo Moo Milk onto Vitae just to be safe, just so we have him in a good position. Earthquake? No, Earthquake has 10 PP. It wouldn't have used 10 Earthquakes by now. It only used 1 or 2. It's almost like an AI thing. Like maybe it's just so afraid of Serene Grace that it wants to lower my speed or something. I don't know. Bonk. It's not much damage though. It's still... Oh my goodness, this thing is so tanky. The only one that can really take it down is Vitae. The only one that can really take it down is Vitae Verde. But I guess we just brute force it with Wishly? We brute force it. We brute force the Gastrodon. Okay. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, we just keep on with the Zen Headbutts. It's working. It's just working. It's just working. We're gonna flash cannon because it has 100% accuracy. There's a full restore. Heck. Actually, no, that's good. That means that she won't have a full restore for Garchomp. Yeah, we just spam Zen Headbutt. We use this until we're done. Tori, things are going not great. This is bad. It's bad. It's real bad. Sashimi's down. No, it is the earthquake. Okay. That actually didn't do... Okay. Now we switch into Vitae. Now we U-turn into Vitae. Yep, the lad is down. Okay, send in Vitae. And then she's probably gonna switch out. We're putting up the snow. Okay. I know the sludge bomb is coming. I know it. What do I do? She might actually be out of rock tombs, come to think of it. She might actually be out of rock tombs. That doesn't make a difference. That actually is bad for us. I can't believe we missed that one Razor Leaf, right? I could... You know what? I could just Wood Hammer. No, I can't. Okay, so... we're gonna outspeed it, probably. Wood Hammer is guaranteed to kill. Razor Leaf does damage. There's a chance that she swaps. If she Blizzard and Hope for Freeze, actually I kind of like that. I like it, and it also deals with the prediction for a swap. Oh my gosh, it's down. Oh my gosh! The gas, we finally killed something! We finally did something! Oh my goodness, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Roserade, wait, that's fine, we can deal with Roserade. What is Roserade gonna have that's gonna be super effective? Is it just another Sludge Bomb, right? Like, the most it can do is the same thing that it just did, right? Could we... Wait. Do we Ice Shard this? I think I Ice Shard this. Blizzard doesn't guarantee it's a kill, but Ice Shard guarantees we go first. And this thing is fragile enough that going first might be the play. That hit kills. That kills him too. No, we can't kill Garchomp. We can't deal with this. That killed me. We can't deal with Garchomp now. Now the Garchomp kills us every time. Now we can't. No. Okay. What do we do? We send out Slappy. No, we don't. We send out... No, what do we do? There's nothing we have. We don't have anything. Dante dies to Dazzling Gleam every single time. Wishley at least doesn't. Do we... Okay, the question is, do we outspeed? Do we outspeed Cynthia's, Roserade with Dante? Does Dante ever outspeed here? No, Dante has a negative speed nature. Dante has a nature of a minus speed. Dante will never outspeed anybody. Wishley won't die. Wishley can't die. Wishley's invincible. Wishley will never die. Wishley won't leave me. It'll be okay. Everything's gonna be okay because Wishley's here to protect me. Shadow Ball, is that super effective? It might even be super effective. That's a wipe. That's a wipe. That's a wipe. That's a wipe. We can't do this. Does it? Slappy? Slappy, we have a chance. I have one idea here. Can you land a nuzzle? Nope, because of the way this is out, we cannot swap around anything until we go all the way back to the beginning. It's paralyzed. We're poisoned. It's fine. Poison is not going to matter. Okay, what is it even going to do to... I don't know what it's going to do to me, but we can't deal with anything that it does. It's going to... I don't know what it's going to do. Probably another Sludge Bomb, if I were to guess. We're just going to Volt Switch out. It's not going to Dazzling Gleam, so we'll send out Dante, who is now faster guaranteed. Good, Sludge Bomb. Oh, that's... Oh my gosh. This kills. This kills every time. This guarantees a kill. If we lose here, and it's becoming increasingly likely that we are, if we lose here, there's not going to be another Pokemon episode for a full week. I hope you guys realize that. Lucario? Okay, this doesn't matter. This is all or nothing. Either we outspeed and kill it with Flamethrower, or it kills us with a fighting move. So there's no chance. We don't have any chance against this Lucario with anybody, right? No, I guess... Okay, Hope can bulldoze. Actually, do we switch to Hope? What does this thing have that's super effective against Hope? I don't think it has anything. I have one Hope. Sorry, I'm just processing. I have an idea. Here's my idea. We have one Hope for this fight on a whole. Not just like right now, but in general. Our only hope in this entire fight is Hope. We have one chance here. And our one chance is A, not to get one hit killed here. I said don't get one hit killed. Jeez. Rude. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Check this. Check it. X special defense. Go. Let's go to defenses out of its range. We are going to load up a max potion immediately. If we don't win with Hope, we don't win at all, friends. It's all coming down to this. That's going to do 50 or so, right? Good, that gives us 2 turns to buff. It all comes down to this. Everything comes down to this. We put Hope at +6 special defense, +6 defense, +6 attack. We use all of these items. Every single item in our inventory, every single item it is possible to own right now is going into Hope. Either Hope becomes a god that cannot be defeated, or Cynthia has already won. Okay, I'm going to We're at max special defense now. We're going to Hyper Potion here just to top off. Just to make sure we don't get crit down. There we go. Now we're surviving. Now we do the same thing to defense. We do the same thing to defense. We use all 3 of these X defenses. And then it all comes down to, can Hope win? Can Hope sustain us? Can Hope survive? Because I'll tell you right now, friends, it's looking increasingly likely that it can. I think that we have hope. I think that hope exists in this run. I also think my throat is getting annihilated. Look at this. Look at this. We are tanking. We're at +6 special defense. We are now at +6 defense. You know what comes next. You know what's about to happen. It's going to use Nasty Plot, which actually is bad. I think I have to kill it here. I have to kill it here and move on, huh? It's just one. It's just one Nasty Plot. Let's hit our X speed right here now. We're only using 1 X speed. That should be enough. It won't be enough. We'll have to use 2 X speed. If it Nasty Plots again, let's see how much damage this does. We're hyper potioning again. We're at max special defense, right? I used 3 of them? I think I used 3 of them. This has to be the last one. We have to kill it after this. We can't afford to wait any longer. We need to... We'll buff up more on the next Pokemon. That's... Okay, we didn't use any special attacks. Yeah, okay. Okay, Max Potion? Max Potion. We're still in it. Okay. It's doing 50 damage. That's okay. Did we max out our special defense? Did I not? No, okay, dang it. I wasted a turn. Okay. No, I heal again. I can't risk another crit. I have to just be... We're at +6 defense, +6 special defense. I need to use 1 X attack. 1 X attack, and then we just move forward, and we win or we lose. Everything happens based on this. Everything. Hello, Zeker. It's a pleasure to have you here. I love your stuff. Okay, we have to down this now. We have to bulldoze it. We have to get this thing off the field. We can't deal with this anymore. Lucario, get out of here. Nobody wants you here, Lucario. Nobody wants you here. Okay. We're at +6 defense, +6 special defense. We're at +2 speed. We're at +2 attack, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Did I use this X attack? I don't even think I used it. I don't know what I did. I'm scared. We're so scared. Okay, the Spiritomb. The Spiritomb doesn't have a lot of heavy attacks. Its Spiritomb is dangerous, but it doesn't kill us. Probably. Does the Spiritomb kill us? What if the Spiritomb has Psychic? Or Psyshock? Does the Spiritomb kill us from full health here? No, Spiritomb has low health attack, right? Spiritomb's not a heavy attacker? No, it does it? Maybe. I don't know. Let me see. Let me think. I can't think. There's no thinking. There's no thinking ever. We have to... It's low health. It's relatively low health. What kills? What do I kill it with? Dynamic Punch does nothing. We outspeed it every time because Spiritomb is a slow Pokemon. Stone Edge, I think, is our best attack here, right? Hold on. It's 100. Dual Chop is 80. Bulldoze is 60. Stone Edge is our best attack. We Stone Edge. Come on, come on. Dead. Good, good, good. It's a crit. Beautiful. Okay, okay, okay. Don't... hang on, hang on. We have Dual Chop for Garchomp. Melodic. This is another dangerous one. This Melodic is actually very, very dangerous. Can it super effective us? I don't think it can. I think it only has, like, Ice Beam and, Surf. Let's just immediately Stone Edge. Let's just immediately Stone Edge it. There's only 2 Pokemon left. There's only Melodic and Garchomp. That's it. That's all we have to deal with here. We're at +6 defenses. We should be fine. We should be fine. That's a lot. Okay, okay, we can work with this. Burned. Wait, what? Why is it burned? What is it doing? What has happened? Okay, no, it's fine. Don't think about it. Don't think. X attacks. We need 3 X attacks. Yep, Machamp is no guard. Absolutely. We have 3 X attacks. It is Scald. Wait, is Scald the burn one or is Scald the the bonus damage one? I forget. No, Brine is the execute. So we're fine here. Okay, we spam all 3 X attacks. We have hope. This will not be the first time that hope has single-handedly won us all of our dreams, all of our. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, but that's a problem though. No, +6 attack. We'll be fine. 2 X attacks. +6 attack should be enough to deal with anything Melodic can ever... Okay, Scald. It's fine. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna heal here because there's the burn. Okay, it's fine. We have things. We have things. We have, what's it called? Everybody's on fire. Everything's burning. Are you happy, Cynthia? The world's on fire. Everything's burning. Is this what you wanted, Cynthia? Is this what you wanted the whole time? Okay, okay. So full heal is all status conditions. Is full heal health as well? I don't remember. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. I think it is because the boss have used it against us. No, it's just statuses. I'm going to use a Hyper Potion. Now we have 1 more X attack to go. And we are going to... I'll clear up the burn first. This hope, in 1 turn, will be as strong as it is possible to have hope. We will literally have as much hope as it is possible to have. I'll clean up the burn first, actually. Hope. Hope. It's still burning. Three X attacks +6. Oh, guess we already used 3. Oh, whoops. Okay, that's fine. It's good. That's good, actually. This is what we wanted. We are as strong as it is possible to be. You know, honestly, that's one thing I was thinking about before. There's no quick way to check what your pluses and minuses are across the board. Dynamic Punch, let's go. This is as hard as Hope can hit. One-shot Melodic. Good night, Melodic. 1 Pokemon left, and it is the most terrifying Pokemon in the game. Cynthia's Garchomp is the scariest thing that we could ever deal with, we could ever see. Everything is terrifying. Cynthia has never been put in a corner like this, but we are going to keep her there. We have this. We have this. Dual Chop kills. We go first. We won. That's it. That's it. Yes. 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 We did it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We did it. Oh my gosh. We did it. We did it. We become the most powerful of all the trainers. Cynthia's down. Cynthia. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh my goodness. We did it. No, that's not the one. Hold on. It's supposed to be very dramatic. No, the more dramatic one. Where's the most dramatic one I have? This one. I should have planned that out beforehand. I don't care if I lost something by doing the wrong one. I don't care. We did it. We did it. We are the champion. We did it. Oh my goodness. We beat Cynthia. Oh my goodness. You gave your support Pokemon. We gave the support our Pokemon needed, and that support took the form of X attacks, X defenses, and X special defenses. We gave our Pokemon the support they needed, and that support was a ton of items. Pay to win. You guided them with certainty to assure victory. We have both passions and calculating coolness. Oh my goodness, together we and our Pokemon can overcome any challenge. And this is, we had hope. We went into this with hope, and we have hope. I am glad you got to take, Cynthia, thank you. Thank you for this incredible battle. Cynthia, we did it. Even though Cynthia was grinding us under her heel, we managed to push through. Oh my god, I thought all was lost. I thought all was lost when Sashimi fell. When Sashimi fell in the first set, I thought that we were gone. The room ahead is the Hall of Fame. Rowan, I'm sorry I took your Pokemon. It's dead. Jade, that last battle was, oh my goodness. Oh, the child I enlisted for my Pokedex project has come this far. It's only natural that I come and witness their crowning achievement. Jade, I shouldn't call you a child anymore. You've grown into a real champion. Professor, you still enjoy the enthusiasm kids bring to your research, don't you? Step this way, please, Jade. Professor Rowan, I need you here as well. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I can't breathe. It's been so long since I've last entered this room. Last time you were here when I was mad, I became where I can't breathe. The last time you were here was when I became the champion, and yes, it'd be quite a long time ago. Jade, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Your names will be recorded for posterity here. What we are leaving is the memories of your adventure so far. It's time to record your names, you and your Pokemon. Remember, your Pokemon are partners that grew with you through many challenging battles. This machine will make a permanent record of your achievement. Oh my gosh. We have hope! How many times has hope... Oh my gosh. Dante, you came in... Oh, I want to talk about every single one of these. I didn't want you to scroll. Wishly, beautiful. We have hope. This entire run is all about hope. Slappy, you beautiful genius. Vitae Verde, you ringer. And the meme lord himself, the Sashimi the lad. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. League champion. That was no small task and no small amount of things. This was a huge... My first Nuzlocke. I finally came to a completion with many deaths. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. We did it. We did it. And this isn't quite over. The stream's not over yet. We're going to talk about every Pokemon we have, their personality, and what they brought. But first, I need more water before my throat explodes. So I am going to set this here to run the credits for one moment. I'll be right back. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do I have... Where'd my audio go? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for being here. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about what we had to deal with here, because oh my goodness. So oh, okay. So oh my gosh. Okay, so Hope was around since we wiped the first gym. We only had 1.5 Pokemon in our left. The only thing that we had that saved the Nuzlocke was Hope. That's why they were named Hope from the beginning. And oh, we just unlocked. That's awesome. And oh, we needed it. We needed every bit of that hope, because whenever we were low, whenever we were dangerous. Is there any way to evolve into Machamp? Yeah, just hit me up and I will help you evolve your Machamps. Every time we were in trouble, Hope was there to bail us out. Hope saved our butts so many times. Okay. So. Sashimi, the meme lord from the beginning. The first experience with Sashimi at the very beginning of the game was the memeing of the lad, was the Magikarp versus 6 Magikarp challenge, was the stream where I was out of brain power and tired and we just kind of fell asleep. Sashimi was all about memes from the beginning, and you know what he died doing? Do you know what he died doing? What killed Sashimi? Sashimi died as he lived. Using Splash against the Elite Four, not once, but twice. Twice Sashimi walked in and said, "I disrespect you," and the second time he paid for it. But let's be honest, that's how Sashimi would have wanted it. Sashimi would have wanted to go out memeing, and thank you. We respect it. We respect that here. Ah, the end. We go home. We go home to our mom. Oh my gosh. Can I push buttons or... Oh, okay. For a second I thought it was going to be on an end screen forever like some of the old classic games. Alright, let's get back into the game and we're going to talk about all of our heroes, all of our absolute legends. Oh, oh my gosh. Let's talk about these lads. Hope, the brilliant. Sashimi, the meme lord. Slappy was honestly MVP for more of the run than any other individual Pokemon. Slappy did more for us than anyone except for Hope. They were always at the front lines, always charging forward, always boldly running in and saying, "Don't worry, I got this. A water route, I'll solo it. A big enemy, I will nuzzle it, paralyze it, and then get out of here." Slappy was always there for us, always ready to charge in headfirst. Vitae Verde was a latecomer. Vitae Verde was a latecomer to the team. They came in and said, "Hey, what you guys got going on here?" And we said, "We need an ice type." And Vitae said, "You know what? I'm ice grass." Well, guess what? We didn't have a grass type. Our only grass type was Florin. And since I only stream at night, Florin could never evolve. So we just ignored them forever. Vitae Verde walked up, slammed his big fist on the table, and said, "I am everything you need. Put me in." And they did great. They were incredibly valuable. In the short time that they were here, they made their presence known, and they stood up to all the challenges that we could face them. And they took a beating against Cynthia. They took an absolute thrashing against Cynthia for the first half of that fight, and every single time they cracked their knuckles and said, "Okay, let's get back in there. Let's keep going." Wishley! We got Wishley as a level 5 Pokemon. This was a tiny little legendary that just was always there for us. It could never be the mainline fighter like our other members, partially because I don't want to frontline a legendary if I most of the time, but also because they had a split attack. Zen Headbutt, Flash Cannon, they were using attack and special attack, so we could never really set them up with a ridiculous setup. But with Wish and U-Turn, they were there as a medic. They ended up being the healer for the team. They ended up being the one who brought us bread and cookies. They're the one who brought us pork rinds and whenever we needed them. They were the one who made sure that we had enough water, and that water may have had a little bit of scotch in it. I don't know. But Wishley was there for us, and they made sure that were comforted the entire time. Dante was another latecomer. Our only other fire type died tragically, and Dante, just like Vite Verde, stepped up. But instead of saying, "I've got this," Dante said, "Use me when you need me. Hold me back and send me in when I can do the most damage, and I'll help you out." Because Dante's weak to a lot of things. Dark Fire, weak to ground, weak to earth, weak to water, weak to fighting, weak to bug. They're weak across the board. Dante cannot take a hit. Every single time Dante was on screen, there was a threat. There was the threat that Dante would die. There was always that risk. Dante was never a safe bet. It was always a danger. But Dante was willing to walk into danger. Dante was willing to swap into enemies that he knew had super effective moves. He knew he was at risk every time he walked onto the battlefield. And you know what? He said, "Bring it on. Give me your worst and come at me." Dante's move colors make the MB flag. Look, I'm not going to say I planned that. Because I didn't. That's actually great. Mei Mei. Mei Mei was perpetually the underdog. Mei Mei was constantly underleveled. There was not a time in this entire game when Mei Mei was at the top of their game. They, just like the tiny child legendary that they are lore-wise, the tiny little being, they were genuinely that the entire time. But despite being the underdog, despite being a little bit on the weaker side, they were always there. They were always ready. Wait, hold on. No, boxes. Despite always being a little bit too weak to go out, they were always willing to. And their setup, the tail glow and the aqua ring, they were ready to go in for the long haul. They were ready to strap in for a long fight. And honestly, I genuinely thought we were going to rely on them for the second time around for Cynthia's Garchomp. I thought they were going to be the one who was going to get all the X defenses to make that happen. And in the end, oh, you're right. But I'll get to the Iggy. I'll get to the graveyard in a bit. Trust me, we will be talking about all of them. Crime. Like, we all know how much Crime was a part of the team. Water Fae with powerful attacks, they were never accurate. They were always looking at other things. They were always distracted. They were always missing. Most of the game they had Play Rough and Aqua Tail, which have 90% chance to hit. And this is Pokemon. A 90% chance to hit means you miss 1 out of 3 times. That's how the math works. Look, that's just how the math works. People have told me I'm wrong on that, and I'm not. When you have a 90% accuracy attack, that means you miss 1 out of 3 times. That's just science, folks. And Crime was a master at missing. Crime knew exactly how to miss an attack, and they practiced that trait a lot. Crime is one of the least accurate Pokemon that I have ever had the pleasure to have a run with. And I do say pleasure, because when they were there, when they hit like a truck that was taped to a larger truck. They were an absolute powerhouse whenever they landed attacks. And we thank them for their service, Crime. You have done a great thing. Pudding was our first underground Pokemon. Pudding came in to the team and was always powerful, was always a tank. There was no time in this entire run where Pudding was not ready to take a hit. Much like Vite Verde and Houndoom, where they were ready to walk in, even though their opponent had a super effective attack. They said, "Nah, I know how strong I am. I know how beastly I am. Don't doubt that I can take the hit. And I just had to step back and say, okay, Pudding, okay, I trust you. Pudding, I trust you. Get in there. You can do it. I will believe in you. And every time, Pudding paid off. Pudding showed us the way. Now, they have a bonus against where they make critical hits. I don't think that Pudding actually had a critical hit this entire game. I think that this entire game, every time, I don't think that that sniper ability ever actually worked. I don't think they made a single critical hit this entire time. You know why? Because that's not what they were about. Pudding's not about the crits. Pudding is not there to do max damage. They're there for reliability, and they showed that by taking very little damage the entire time and ignoring the whole critical hit. They didn't even try to land a crit. They didn't want to, because that's not their style. That's not how Pudding rolls, you see. Pudding rolls with reliability, stability, and that's what they were for us. Oh my gosh, Belmont, you absolute, brilliant, shining gem. You are an offensive powerhouse. You are an absolute behemoth on the battlefield. Belmont, everything that you do was just crushingly powerful. You should have a weak defenses. You should be crumpling apart. You didn't. You took hits left and right. You shouldn't be that strong. Like, on paper, you're a bloody Chimecho. Chimecho doesn't kill things. Chimecho doesn't deal damage. Chimecho is just a little funny bell that they added as a joke for thematic purposes. You shouldn't have been as strong, and you took that as a personal challenge. You said, you know what? You think that I'm weak? You think that I have low defenses? Come at me. You walked up there and obliterated everything. You are the strongest single target attacker that we've had this entire run. Belmont, you have crushed it. Ding, your time never showed. Your time never actually came. You were ready. You were always there, but never strong enough to be worthy of the front lines. You wanted to be, and it wasn't until the very end that I was even willing to give you that chance. And then, at the end, the chance never came because hope shined through. But you don't care. You were always relaxed. You were always chill on the back lines. You didn't mind. You were sort of just there to cheer on and cheerlead the rest of the team and be there. You were there for us emotionally. Even if your moves weren't there, even if your powers were lacking, it didn't matter. Because you had heart. You were there for us when we needed you. Emotionally. You were there to hold our hand and to shelter us. Oh, Raya. Raya. You have given us so many eggs. Honestly, Raya is responsible for giving us our lucky egg. And Raya was there for many times for support. But at the end, the biggest contribution that Raya had was giving us food and snacks. Honestly, that lucky egg helped grinding make so much easier. It was very good. It was very effective. It was helpful. It was supportive. And let's be honest, Blissey is always going to be a comfort. And they were. Ah, Radar. You carried a lot of weight. I'm surprised that you could fly when you were carrying so much of this team for so long in the game. You pushed us through some extremely deep fights and pulled us out of ones that we should not have gotten into. You were there for so much of this battle. You were there for Dialga. You were there when we struggled Dialga down. And Dialga died horribly. But regardless, you were there. Thank you for your service, Radar. Thank you so much. Gary. You were quiet and stable. You didn't say much. You never said a whole lot. But knowing that you were there for us raised our hearts and raised our spirits. Fork, you're a latecomer. You showed up very late into this, and you never actually saw the battlefield, actually. You never actually made it to the battlefield. But that's okay. Because you're a luxury bar... You are a luxury ball Kazam. You are a lucky charm. You are a lucky charm for the team. And sometimes we need a little luck. Sometimes we needed a little luck and that little bit of brain boost that you can provide. That little bit of tactics that you can whisper in my ear on the back line. Well, I guess you just whisper it directly into my brain as opposed to into my ear. But that little bit of help that you gave. It was appreciated. Ah, Palliap. Palliap overperformed. Whoever saw a giraffe rig and said, yes, this is the powerhouse that I want. No, you don't go into a giraffe rig and say, yes, we can do anything with this, but Palliap could. Palliap could do anything. Physical attack, special attack, no big deal, both. Tanking hits, fine. Dealing damage, fine. Dealing with fighting types with normal attacks, easy, let's go. You were never the strongest Pokemon, but you were the best all-rounder that we had. You could do anything, and you carried your weight, and you carried your weight well. Oh, Gandhi. Gandhi was there from very early on, and Gandhi put in a lot of hours. You had so many attacks, you had so many fights, and you always wanted to get in the fights. You were always wanted to be on the front lines. You always were begging me to put you in, begging me to throw you into battles, and I did over and over again, and you never disappointed. Mine! Flying over our shoulder, having a good time, was waiting for us to go to the beach. You never wanted to fight. This was never your goal. You're waiting for us to finish the championship. You were waiting us to finish the fight so that we can just go to the beach and relax. And you know what, Mine? That time's now. That time is now, where we can go to the beach and just relax. Zika, my chat named all of my Pokemon. Ah, Rocksnake. Ah. You were there for, to yell at the gym leaders with us. You were there to be angry at the lightning trainer with only ground types. You were there to yell at the lightning gym leader who didn't have any lightning Pokemon. You were there to be angry, and you know what? Sometimes we need somebody who can let fire in us. We need somebody who can light the fire and make us angry to help us focus. You know, not like blindly angry, but just to get that little bit of edge, to get that little bit of anger that says, no, this isn't fair. I don't like this. Let's stand up. And you know what, Rocksnake? Thank you for giving me that push. Thank you for giving me that edge. Ah, Bob. Don't worry. We will go and have a mellow dinner. We will go and have a nice little sit down. Don't worry, Bob. I completely understand what you're coming from. I completely understand where you're coming from, Bob. This is a game where we didn't have enough food. We didn't sit down and eat. We didn't just sit down and have any of the iconic Pokemon meals. And we need to change that. We need to go just to a diner and let Bob eat their fill and all of us ours, and then drink to our fallen comrades. Law, you were there just to harass Crime. Crime was there, and you were there simply to counter him and say, hey, hold on. Hold back a bit. Hold back and prepare for the long haul. This is going to be a long fight. You were the voice of reason. And we needed that voice of reason in our team. We needed that voice of reason to remind us to stay focused on things, you know? And Marcel, we're doing this for you. You are the next generation of Pokemon, right? You are the next generation. Our hamburgers in the Pokemon universe made of milk tanks. They're made from Tauros. That's actually canon. There actually are Tauros steaks and burgers in Pokemon. That's actually Pokemon canon. Psybuck. Ah, Psybuck. I could never evolve you. You're too perfect as a Psyduck. The only reason I didn't use you more is because I wanted to keep you as a Psyduck. And honestly, we're going to take care of that migraine with the medicine that Cynthia gave us. And you can just vibe. I think it's a, Rel Packs. Yes, we're going to give you some Rel Packs. That's my anti-migraine medication. Ah, Coyote. You, more than anyone else. More than anyone else, Coyote wanted to level. Wanted to be there. But you have to evolve during the day, and I just wasn't there for you. Coyote, I failed you. You never failed us. I failed you. I failed you by not being the trainer that could evolve you, by not playing at the right times, by not streaming at the right times, by not evolving you off camera. And I hope that you can forgive me. I hope that you can forgive me for that, Coyote, because I will train you now. You will become one of my Pokemon. You will get fully EV trained, and I will take you under my wing because you deserve it. Because you deserve it, Coyote. Thank you. Thank you for putting up with me, Coyote. It means a lot that you were willing to stay with me in this. Lauren, it just wasn't your time. It just wasn't your day. It just was not the time that could be. It just wasn't the time for Lauren. But that's okay, because we know what your potential. We know what you could have been, and we know how much you were willing to do it. But you were fine. You never minded being on the back line. You just were there, and you were there for us. Lauren exists. It's true. It's true, though. Ah, for it. Our other ace in the hole. My tactic for Garchomp when I was playing this game in this era was Weavile. You were the other ace in the hole. And if everything else went bad, I believe that you can one-shot a Garchomp. I know you have. I've seen Weaviles do it before. But in this time, you just got to sit back and relax. You just got to sit back on the back lines and hang out with Ding and Florin. It was just a relaxation for you. And you know what, for it? Thank you for chilling with us. I know you would have stepped up if I had asked you, but I didn't. And that's okay. It's Ponyta. It's still great. I mean, it's the other meme lord, right? It's Sashimi and it's Ponyta, the two meme lords together. What can really be said beyond that? You know, you were there to joke, you were there to laugh with us, you were there to make a quick quip, you were there to lighten Sashimi's mood when Sashimi was having a rough day, and, well, now that Sashimi has passed, Ponyta, it's on you. I know this is a hard burden to ask, I know this is a difficult thing to do, but I know that you'll be there to lighten our days in the future. Dr. Doof. Ready for us. Ready and unaware and ignorant of everything that's going on around them. Dr. Doof, you were there. Honestly, Dr. Doof was our HM slave. Every time the game said a wild barrel came by, no, it wasn't. It was Dr. Doof. Dr. Doof was there the entire time to make sure that we were taking care of him and to block things in our path. We will never truly know how many enemies we didn't have to face because Dr. Doof took care of them before we did, before we could get to them, before we had to deal with them. We'll never know how much Dr. Doof has done for us. But they did do it. And we appreciate them and thank them for their service. And Sylvia, you came online quick and fell offline just as quick. We never gave you too much chance, but that's okay. You didn't want the chance. You never really wanted to stand up and take the torch. You wanted to just be there and relax. And we gave that to you. We really did. Casper. Casper. You got worse than you deserved. You got one shot from full by somebody who should never have had the chance. You had every opportunity and to win everything that you had to deal with. And it was all taken way too quick. It was all taken away in the blink of an eye. Alas. We will remember you. Darude. Darude, you... Yes, Wishly, yes. It hurts, though. Darude, you went down with a blast. You did not go quietly. You went down fighting. I want to remind everybody how Darude passed away. Darude died. Darude, upon death, while dead, learned explosion. And we allowed Darude to stand back up and explode because they sent a signal. They said, no, I'm dead. I'm gone. I'm fainting here. But you will give me my last revenge. You will revive me so that I can use explosion this one time so that I can go out in a way that I deserve to. And you know what? You have to respect that. You have to salute that. You have to fill that with so much respect. Darude absolutely absolutely went out fighting. No question. We gave them the opportunity to, and we allowed them, and they served it. They fought tooth and nail. I will remind you that Darude was our one Pokemon down. Our one Pokemon in a box when we had 0 Pokemon alive. When we had a full team wipe when we had 7 Pokemon. Darude was the one that waited for us. Darude was the one that waited for us in the box and said, now it's just you and me. Now it's just you and me. And there was a long time where it was just you, me, and Hope. It was just Darude, Hope, and Sashimi. And now only Hope remains. But you will be remembered, Darude. You will be remembered. Reginald. Master Ball Reginald himself. Master Ball Reginald himself. What can be said? You are... I don't regret it. That's honestly the best, the single most important thought that I can give to you, Reginald. I don't regret. You deserve that Master Ball. You deserve that slot on our team. And I thank you. I thank you for being willing to come with us. It's Pikachu. Rest in peace. You fought hard. You fought well. And I thank you. I thank you what you did. Flumph! Flumph, you got sniped. You got Dazzling Gleamed from full to dead. On a Pokemon that should not have had it. On a crit that should not have happened. You are the least lucky Pokemon that I have ever met. You are the least lucky Pokemon that has ever existed, Flumph. But we were lucky to have you. Murkrow. Yeah, super luck, but at the wrong luck, exactly. Edgar Allan Crow. You joined us and you immediately went on the front lines. You were a star fighter. You appeared and just immediately were everything that we could hope for. And you never disappointed. You also passed to a sour crit. But you... Honestly, of all the losses, Crow may be the one that hurt the most. Because Crow was there for us for so long and was so strong and was so effective and so valuable on everything that they did. Slappy was going hard to try and find a evolution stone for you because that was going to be the only way we could find it. Hello, Seven Cheese. I don't know what my... I don't know... you know what? I'll let you guys decide. What would my Pokemon type be? Actually, I'm curious on that. Losing Crow hurt the most. But in the end, we were able to move on. Because that's what Crow would have wanted. Crow always wanted us to push forward. He always wanted us to perform at our best. He always wanted us to do the best that we could do. And I would like to think that we earned Edgar Allan Crow's respect. I think that he would look down on us and smile and be proud of us. Fimpsh is definitely a Pokemon that we had. There's really not too much I can say about Fimpsh, right? We got Pokemon with Fimpsh. They whittled around a bit, and then they got crunched. And it was just a harsh reminder that this is still a dangerous game. It was a harsh reminder of what a Nuzlocke can do to you, of how dangerous it can be, right? It was tragic. Oh. Now we get to the real painful ones. Von Doof, Borb, Blue Doof, Jude, Beethoven, and Fishsticks all died in one swoop. All died in one battle. All died to one Pokemon. Von Doof held the line as long as he could. Von Doof stood there and said, I will not let any of my friends pass while I stand. And Von Doof did exactly that. Von Doof stood as long as they could and refused to let anything get in his way. Until he fell. And like the barrier, like the dam, like the dike that held back the water, once that dike fell, there was nothing that could be done. Borb fell. Blue Doof fell. Even Jude with all of his defense, with all of his stats, with all of his strength, a solid 4 levels over Blue Doof, or over Blue Doof, over Borb, over Von Doof. All this could not save Jude. Jude just took the hit and it couldn't stand. Von Doof was the anchor for this team, and we almost lost everything when he fell. This entire run is dedicated to Von Doof. Thank you for your service, friends. And that, my dear friends, is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke. My first Nuzlocke. My very first Nuzlocke. And we never needed Necromancy. One of these the stipulations for the Nuzlocke were that there was going to be no that we didn't have to catch the same Pokemon twice. So if we had one type, we didn't have to catch it again. We could wait for the next Pokemon that we found in the area. And we were allowed 1 resurrection. If we lost everybody, we were allowed to resurrect 6 Pokemon of our choice and move on. We never did that. We never used our Necromancy. I thought we were going to have to use it on the second gym. We never even used that stipulation. So this was a true Nuzlocke. This was a true Nuzlocke. And I'm happy. I'm happy. I would have used that. I would have used the Necromancy if it came down to it, because I wanted the series to end. I wanted this to actually be a series that continued correctly. But I'm glad that I didn't have to, because that means I completed a true Nuzlocke on my first playthrough. And that means a lot. And it means a lot to me that all of you were here for it. All of you on Twitch and all of you on YouTube as well. It means a lot to me that all of you guys were willing to spend your time watching this weird internet lizard play a video game that's both meaningful to me and, I hope, a little meaningful to you as well. Because it means a lot that you're willing to watch me, that you enjoy watching me. The fact that you wouldn't be here if you didn't enjoy it, I believe. Let me know if you hate watching me right now. Call yourself out in chat if you hate watching me. But even if that is the case, it still counts as engagement. Thank you. But the fact that I can get as far as I have with 700 subscribers on YouTube and Twitch monetization speedrun, monetized in Twitch in 7 days flat. That means so much to me. The fact that I can live this life, the fact that I can do this, the fact that there is a possibility, a distinct possibility, that in the next year, 3 years, 7 years, I could do this as a living. I could make a living being this for you and for more people. That I could bring joy to others. That's what fills my heart. That's what makes me feel fulfilled. That's what makes me feel like I'm fulfilling what I want to do in life. And the fact that I might be able to actually do that is staggering. So, I will be continuing this. Tomorrow I might do a little casual stream if I'm around for it. I don't know. I have to pack. Wednesday will be a Minecraft upload in Premiere on YouTube. It's already recorded. Minecraft has to always be recorded for YouTube's. And then Thursday and Friday are going to be a VTuber tech review. I am going to be live at CES. And I'm going to talk to you about all the cool technology and hardware they have. So look forward to that. And then Saturday is another Pokemon as I come home. Or is another Minecraft as I come home. Thank you all. Thank you all. And thank you, Hope. Thank you. Cheers, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Do join the Discord. Do follow me on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube. Tomorrow you can subscribe on Twitch if you're in the mood to it. But yeah. The Discord is a very comfy and happy place where we just hang out. It's actually a lot like Speed Friends Zikr, with a lot of very, very wholesome and cheerful groups. It's not like the thing with my Discord is that it's not dedicated to me. Like, that's the weird thing, right? Like, it's my Discord, but it's really not my a VTuber Discord that's all about like the VTuber. Which is cool. I mean, I know there's a lot of people in the Discord who don't actually even watch me, and I'm totally happy with that because they are good people. Then they add a lot to the area. Okay, my throat's gonna explode. I was screaming, and I I need to not say any words for a little while. Thank you all for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Cheers, friends.